is Denver's talk station. Michael Brown is next after the news on 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. KHOW, Denver.
Wall Street whiplash. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. First it was up, then it was down. A late afternoon sell-off sent stocks sharply lower at the close. The Dow ending the day off 344 points as investors dumped stocks which were once market leaders.
Tech has led the way for these markets for so long, but boy oh boy, you start talking about regulation that could impact business models, that could impact earnings, and all of a sudden they're running for the exits. But it's not just tech today. We also saw the financials getting hit as we saw that 10-year yield on the Treasury actually breaking below 2.8%. In other words, there was a bond rally, a run to safety. That means lower rates, and that hurts the banks. So the banks also got hit and swept up in this big selling rush, if you like.
Ashley Webster with the Fox Business Network. The NASDAQ lost 211, the S&P off 46. Hours after it was learned a question about citizenship would be added to the next census, at least 2 states taking legal action.
New York is leading several states in a lawsuit against the Trump administration over adding a citizenship question to the 2020 census. California's Attorney General Javier Becerra says he is suing as well.
By including a citizenship question, which will diminish response rates, the census will not be able to fulfill its constitutional duty to count everyone.
He said many families will simply not answer the census questionnaire. The Commerce Department says they added it in, that the answers will provide citizenship voting age population data that will help enforce the Voting Rights Act, which they say protects minorities.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. Remains found in a field in suburban Phoenix identified as belonging to a 10-year-old Jesse Wilson who went missing nearly 2 years ago.
We are confident that we will solve this case, and we will take this information and go forward with it. We want justice in this case, and we need Jesse to have justice in this case.
Buckeye Detective Tamala Skaggs, Fox News. Fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Let me ask you, does calling the company with the best client service in America, with 12 J.D. Power Awards to prove it, matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative, client-focused technology, matter? Does calling the company with 17,000 plus team members who are helping to rebuild the great cities of Detroit and Cleveland matter? Of course it matters. No wonder our clients have made Quicken Loans America's #1 online lender. If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power Award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
KHOW News Time, 4:03. I'm Kathy Walker. The Destiny Outreach Church in Thornton vows to hold Good Friday and Easter services after vandals ransacked the church on Monday night. Renee Coventry tells CBS 4 the vandals caused thousands of dollars of damage.
Words can't describe how heartbreaking this is.
A church pastor responded to an alarm and saw 3 teenage boys running away. Inside, a piano and other musical instruments were damaged. The vandals also damaged furniture and appliances. Windows were smashed. Plates from the kitchen were broken. Volunteers and local businesses are vowing to help that church in Thornton. Rockies ace John Gray will start the first game of the regular season when the Rockies play the Diamondbacks in Arizona on Thursday night. Tyler Anderson will start Friday's game. German Marquez will pitch the third game of the road series. In other Rockies news, first baseman Ryan McMahon, who had a great spring, has made the team as well. DIA has been tabbed the country's 5th busiest airport. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Highways are looking pretty good this afternoon. One accident cleared off the highway, eastbound 70 near Havana. That eastbound direction looking a lot better, heading out toward 225. Westbound I-70 crowded, Monaco over to York. 270 filling in there, both directions, crowded across Commerce City, and more delays into downtown. North on I-25 passing the Broadway Bridge. Turnpike, Highway 36, no trouble. C-470 also good shape. Know your route ahead of time with the Total Traffic app, powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast tonight, clear skies, low at 31. Partly cloudy tomorrow, little breezy. Chance for afternoon rain, some evening snow, not much accumulation. Right now it's 42. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHAL.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the keyword BANK to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's BANK to 200-200.
Hey, Mikey.
It's Michael Brown.
You can try to find Michael Brown. Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
This is the Michael Brown Show.
Hold on tight to your dream.
Yeah, hold on tight to your dream. Here we go. We got things to do. Hold on tight to your dreams back there, Drew, because we got stuff going on today, and we're going to get right to it. I wanted to get to this yesterday, and Drew knows this because I've got like a came awfully close. A boatload. We have a boatload of things to cover today, and this is one I wanted to get to yesterday, but in my rambling on something, I'm sure, some tangent that I got off on, like I'm doing right now, I didn't get to it. So instead, I want to get to it right now. A friend of mine we were having dinner Saturday, and she was going on and on about this, and I had seen it in my clip folder on Sunday, but I never listened to it. Then after remembering that Sue had told me about 1,000 times that I needed to watch this, I watched it, and she was right. It's Roseanne Barr on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. I want to let it just roll through for the 90 seconds, and then I want to walk back and kind of walk through it for just a minute. And of course, being able to do that would require Drew having the computer hot so that we could hear that.
I'm not used to you getting to your audio, so I wasn't ready for it.
So this whole thing about just before if you could have seen Drew just before the show started, I mean, Drew's about 7 foot tall, and I'm guessing about 280, 270.
250.
250?
Yeah.
So you're pretty lean.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's back there doing like some little jig, and like, let's roll, let's get this baby moving, let's get, I don't know what he's doing.
It was exactly like that.
It was exactly like that. I mean, I don't know, it was some sort of weird voodoo dance of some sort, and so he's all back there ready to roll, but clearly he wasn't ready to roll. So I just want to let this clip of Roseanne on Jimmy Kimmel roll. You can listen to it, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and in real life. It's like everybody's family is pissed off at each other for one thing or the other.
Is your family mad at you?
Well, we had some pro-Hillarys and some pro-Trump, and there was a lot of fighting.
Dan's character is not...
Did you agree with her foreign policy?
Listen, never mind her foreign policy. How about Captain Wacko we got running the country here? I mean, foreign policy... I'm shocked because I know you were a very liberal, socially liberal person in general. I mean,
I'm still the same. You all moved.
We did?
You all went so far out, you lost everybody. I mean, seriously.
You're probably right, by the way.
A lot of your audience, and including me, I just want to say this, Jimmy. A lot of us, no matter who we voted for, we don't want to see our president fail.
Right. Right. I know.
Because we don't want Pence.
And yet we've seen it over again.
You want Pence? You want Pence for the friggin' president?
No, I don't want him
either. Well, then zip that lip. It's up to us to make this government work, no matter who's president. It's up to us to do our jobs as citizens, and if we don't like something, let them know you don't like it, and then you got another election in 2 years. Get out there and vote. Change it if you don't like it.
That's very good. I mean, you can't argue with that.
That's not the most intellectually challenging discussion I've heard in my lifetime, but there are a few little truth bombs there that Jimmy Kimmel, I don't think, quite knows how to deal with them. For example,
you're a very liberal, socially liberal person in general.
Wait a minute, Roseanne. I thought you were liberal, generally liberal, social liberal, blah, blah, blah person in general.
I mean, I'm still the same. You all moved.
I'm still the same. You all have moved. That's probably the most insightful thing in this entire 90-second clip. Well, technically 94 seconds. What Roseanne is pointing out is that she still considers herself to be a social liberal, meaning that she probably supports, a social welfare state of some sort, that she believes that the government has a role to play in helping the downtrodden, and that she is actually for a larger rather than a limited government, a traditional liberal. But you guys are the ones that have moved to the left.
You're a very liberal, socially liberal person in general. I mean,
I'm still the same. You all moved.
We did?
You all went so far out, you lost everybody. I mean,
that kind of nervous laugh when you know that someone's just handed you your hat and shown you the door. That's what Roseanne just did to Jimmy Kimmel. And he's got that nervous little laugh that everybody gets when they're thinking to themselves, oh, why did I invite you onto my program? Why did I even let you open your mouth? Because she's right. The left has moved. When I talk about cultural Marxism, and when I talk about the Marxists that have infested Hollywood, that have infested our culture, they are truly Marxists. They don't believe in the Bill of Rights. They don't ask anymore about, are we willing to give up a little bit of liberty in favor of security? Because they are. They want a security state. They don't want the Fourth Amendment. They probably wouldn't even like the Fifth Amendment. And they certainly don't like the Second Amendment. And if the truth be told, while they're exercising their First Amendment right, they want the First Amendment to be restricted to, well, those things that they approve of. They are what we call the useful idiots. They are the useful idiots. They think that if they can just create a socialist Marxist utopia, that somehow they will be in control, just like all of the people that joined the Castro Revolution, or the Chavez Revolution, or the Mao Revolution, or the Stalin and Lenin Revolution, the Russian Revolution, and ended up being murdered and buried in mass graves so that a few others could take control and take power. There's probably more understanding of history in Roseanne's head than Jimmy Kimmel ever even thought about. So when she said that, I thought, wow, you're right on, sweetheart.
You're a very liberal, socially liberal person in general. I mean,
I'm still the same. You all moved.
We did?
You all went so far out, you lost everybody. I mean, seriously.
You're probably right, by the way.
A lot of your audience.
And you're probably right, by the way. You don't have the conviction of your points that you make every night in your stupid monologue, you little twerp. So Jimmy Kimmel comes out every day. The one thing that I can guarantee you about this program is what I talk about, I believe. And sometimes, I lost a listener the other day because she said I made the comment that sometimes I say things to irritate people, and that's the truth. It is the truth. Sometimes I say things because you need to be irritated. It doesn't mean I don't believe it, but I do say it to irritate you. So when Jimmy Kimmel says, hey, yeah, you're probably right, he's indicting himself by saying, okay, well, yeah, you're probably right. Maybe we did go too far to the left, but it's what I got to do. It's what I got to do. Really? Because I hear a smattering of applause, so there are at least some people in the audience that agree with her.
And including me. I just want to say this, Jimmy. A lot of us, no matter who we voted for, we don't want to see our president fail.
Got it? They do. Their numero one objective is the impeachment or the destruction of Donald Trump. Not a defeat on policy issues, the destruction of Donald Trump himself. That's what they're about. And that's a purely Marxist ideology.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Highways are looking pretty good this afternoon. One accident cleared off the highway, eastbound 70 near Havana. That eastbound direction looking a lot better, heading out toward 225. Westbound I-70 crowded, Monaco over to York. 270 filling in there, both directions crowded across Commerce City, and more delays into downtown. North on I-25 passing the Broadway Bridge. Turnpike, Highway 36, no trouble. C-470 also good shape. Know your route ahead of time with the Total Traffic app, powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast tonight, clear skies, low at 31. Partly cloudy tomorrow, little breezy. Chance for afternoon rain, some evening snow, not much accumulation. Right now it's 42. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHAL.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. In this crazy housing market, you find a house you want and then there are multiple offers all in one day on the same house. So instead of buying an existing house, how about getting a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company? Many people hear custom-built, and the first thing they think, expensive. But you know what? Whether you're looking for 1,500 square feet or 15,000 square feet, the Hall Company will help you find the ideal piece of land, design the home with you, and then build it. You get what you want, not what somebody else had. The Hall Company can even help you find the land if you want to build the house yourself. And of course, they can help secure financing. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, get a home that's what just you want. Check out their work at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. That's denvercustomhomebuilder.biz, or call Dave Hall, the owner. He actually answers his phone and he'll answer your questions. Call or text Dave at 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531, and just have a conversation about the dream home that you've always wanted.
Hi, I'm Chris with Cash Call Mortgage. With today's rising home values and low mortgage rates, we're doing refinances with no closing costs that let you pull out tens of thousands in cash. Use that cash to pay off high-interest credit cards, car loans, do things around the house, or anything you want.
My husband and I realized the best low-cost way to get a large chunk of cash was to take advantage of our home's value by refinancing. Chris got us a low interest rate, and we pulled $50,000 in cash out. We paid off credit cards and a few other things, and the whole process was super easy.
Cash Call Mortgage is designed to save, with great fixed rates with absolutely no closing costs. None. Your house is your bank. So make the cash call now at 855-875-CASH. That's 855-875-CASH.
First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage, One City Boulevard, Orange, California 92868. NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, including New York. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions. Not available in Washington State.
That's 855-875-CASH.
What's in a name? Well, if it's Purefoy Chevrolet, it's 57 years in business, same family operation, same location, credibility, integrity, ethics, great deals, great service, all you want and need in a dealership. Purefoy Chevrolet, just up the road in Fort Lupton. Find new roads.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. You know, growing up here in Denver, I know that the Front Range has countless companies built on integrity and honesty, from home services to lawyers. As the population grows and companies move online, it's a little bit tougher now to build the trust that came from personal recommendations in the past. By joining Team Dave Logan, you're a part of a roster of pre-screened businesses that Colorado trusts. So call us today at Team Dave Logan, 303-331-3000 to become a trusted partner, 303-331-3000.
Ankmar Garage Door now offers the ultimate in security and accessibility for your garage door. With LiftMaster MyQ technology, you can monitor how long your garage door has been open or closed and operate your LiftMaster opener with your smartphone from anywhere in the world. Go to Ankmar.com today and see the LiftMaster 8550 for yourself, or book an appointment online at your convenience. Ankmar, everything doors since 1956.
Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino for Larson Tax Relief. Tax season is here. Did I see you cringe at that? If so, listen up for relief. Larson Tax Relief. Get your past tax problems taken care of once and for all. Stop the worrying and frustration. If you owe back taxes, been years since you filed, Larson Tax Relief is the best and the only tax relief organization I endorse. Their team of experts understand your situation and won't judge you. The name says it all. Relief. Larson Tax Relief. Larson will get you the absolute best possible resolution. Don't worry about your wages being garnished, losing your house, or other drastic action. Larson gets between you and the IRS. They'll get them off your back and save you thousands of dollars. I trust Ron and Jack Larson and their team of experts to fix your tax problems. You can too. So stop cringing and call 844-LARSON-TAX or LarsonTaxRelief.com. That's 844-LARSON-TAX. 844-LARSON-TAX.
Ike was such a sweet, lovable animal, and people would want to pet him, and they'd come up and they'd get close to him, and it would be this instant, oh! My dad didn't want to touch him. It's like, ooh, get the stinky dog away from me.
Even after we'd give her a bath, she would still stink.
Very stinky, both bad breath and bad gas. I asked the vet, and he said some dogs are just stinky.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? Come to Dinovite for help.
DINOVITE.com.
The omega-3 fatty acids.
Flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa, the digestive enzymes that are cooked out of regular dog food. The ingredients convinced me that it was definitely worth trying. After about a week, he started smelling normal. My husband and I were really kind of astonished.
Dinovite is nutrition.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Tom Martino, the troubleshooter. Tomorrow morning at 10.
Consumer problems, questions, and complaints. We'll battle them for you. Give me a call coming up tomorrow at 10.
Troubleshooter Tom.
So a school district in Pennsylvania receives a letter from a dentistry group called Smiles for Keeps. Before I read you the letter, listen to the news report about it from a local television station.
For a dental practice for children is taking fire from customers, critics, and even other dentists, all because of that letter that some feel is threatening.
The letter is from Smiles for Keeps Dentistry. It has 3 locations, all in our area, including one in downtown Scranton. And that is where Newswatch 16 investigative reporter Dave Bowman joins us live. Dave.
Scott, Sarah, most people don't like to go to the dentist to begin with. But in this letter dated 9 days ago, some parents received it from Smiles for Keeps. It appears in this letter that these parents are being warned that if they don't make an appointment to see one of their dentists, they can expect a visit from a children and youth investigator. In a letter addressed to Dear Parent, Smiles for Keeps writes, failure to bring your child for dental care is considered neglect. Smiles for Keeps has not reported your child's outstanding dental treatment as of yet.
It's highly unethical.
Dentist Rich Grossman has practiced in Kingston for 40 years.
I think it's used as a scare tactic, actually, to scare parents to bring their kids to those offices.
Smiles for Keeps has pediatric dental offices in Wilkes-Barre Township, Scranton, and Bartonsville. No one at the local dentist offices would agree to talk on camera, but in an email from a corporate spokesperson, she writes that it has been a tough week for the staff and that the letter has been, quote, grossly misinterpreted. The email goes on to say Smiles for Keeps dead.
Let's just pause it there. You get to be the determining the determinant whether or not the letter has been taken out of context. Dear parent, for those of you watching on YouTube, and if you're not watching on YouTube, you should be, youtube.com/Michael Brown today. The letter's dated March 14. It's from Smiles for Keeps, which appears to have 3 dental locations. It's sent to the parents of the school. Dear parent, at Smiles for Keeps, our goal is to keep children as healthy as possible through education, regular dental checkups, and timely treatment as needed. In order for us to do that, you must bring your child to one of our Smile centers for regular professional cleanings and treatment. So far, not very good, right? Because invariably or instantly, the question I have in my mind is, who distributed the letter? Did the letter come in the person who posted this is not clear whether they got the letter from their rugrat who brought it home or whether they got it in the mail. Either way, there seems to be that somehow this dental practice found out that these parents, these particular parents that received the letter, had children that attended school in a district where one of these offices is located. Then the next paragraph. So the first paragraph basically says that, you need to bring your child into one of these centers for regular professional cleanings and treatment. All right, well, I will take it to my dentist that I normally take my child to. You can take your little marketing letter and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. But listen to the next paragraph and you make up your own mind. According to law, failure to bring your child for dental care is considered neglect. Pennsylvania Act 31, parentheses, Child Abuse Reporting and Recognition Requirements, close paren, states that health care providers must report your failure to bring your child to the dentist for evaluation and care. A copy of Act 31 is enclosed for your reference. Oh, how convenient. They enclose a copy of state statute for you. Smiles for Keep has not reported your child's outstanding dental treatment, as of yet. That's a threat. That is in the same paragraph that says failure to give your child proper dental care is considered neglect. Bring your child in. We haven't reported your child as being neglected as of yet. Same paragraph. Since this law is in effect, we hope this letter encourages you to schedule an appointment to follow through with needed medical treatment for your child. If you sought a second opinion, please also contact us with the name of your new provider. We would be happy to forward your child's records upon signing a release form. New paragraph. To keep your child as healthy as possible and to avoid a report to state authorities, please call Smiles for Keeps immediately to schedule a treatment appointment within the next 30 days. With your help, Smiles for Keeps can continue to provide your child with quality dental care. Back to the story.
Have been threatened over a letter called a last resort to warn parents who don't get children necessary treatment. By law, medical professionals, even dentists, must report neglect.
I do agree health care and dental care is a really important part of bringing up your child.
When we read the letter to people, most felt it was more heavy-handed than fair warning.
Yeah, it does sound threatening. No, I wouldn't appreciate it.
How would you feel if you got a letter like this?
I'd be outraged.
Dr. Rich Grossman, who is not affiliated with Smiles for Keeps, cannot believe the letter's last paragraph. To keep your child as healthy as possible and avoid a report to state authorities, please call Smiles for Keeps immediately to schedule an appointment.
We've created an industry. I specifically refer to it as an industry where there is a cabal between healthcare providers, social workers, counselors, any sort of healthcare professionals, schools, public education, private education, doesn't make any difference. There is an industry that is determined that they are going to tell you how and when to take care of your child. When to see the doctor, when to see the dentist, when the child might need treatment for this or for that. It has become an industry. It is no different than crony capitalism. It's just, it involves your children, education, and healthcare professionals. They can all bite me.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Highways continue to get heavier for the drive, but no major problems right now. I-25, slower traffic into downtown, north at I-25 from Broadway, south at I-25, some stop and go getting down to University. Crowding on 270 both directions. I-70 starting to fill in between I-25 and 225. Accident in Broomfield, 287 at 10th Avenue, and an accident, Colorado Boulevard at Mississippi. Know why you're sitting in traffic any time of the day with the Total Traffic app, powered by Traffic Karma. Then with forecast, clear skies overnight, low 31. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, little breezy. Afternoon rain showers, high near 54. Right now, 44 degrees. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Gunsmith at Large is a unique place for gun owners and enthusiasts like you and me. Now, whether it's routine maintenance, customization of your favorite handgun, rifle, or shotgun, Gunsmith at Large is the place to go. And when I say customization, I'm talking about things like turning my Glock into a custom handgun with a titanium-colored pistol with night sights, copper-plated barrel, and a 4.5-pound trigger. Yeah, he's that good. Or a custom-made 1911. You get the picture. Maybe Grandpa's old rifle needs to be refurbished. Gunsmith at Large will turn that heirloom into the best gift ever for a son or grandson. And if you're like me and you've never done more than just a basic field cleaning, Gunsmith at Large will clean, inspect, oil, and test fire your weapon down to the smallest spring. Call Parker at Gunsmith at Large right now. 720-662-7156 or go by 4750 South Santa Fe in Inglewood. But whatever, call Gunsmith at Large. 720-662-7156. 720-662-7156.
You've been lied to. Lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-493-1717 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 800-493-1717. 800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493-1717.
Internet providers promise small businesses a lot. Let's hear who really delivers more. Comcast Business offers fast gig speeds across our network. CenturyLink doesn't. We offer more complete reliability with up to 8 hours of 4G wireless network backup to keep your business connected. CenturyLink, not so much. We offer 35 voice features that businesses care about and solutions that grow with your business so you never miss a call. CenturyLink, no way. Clearly, Comcast Business gives you more. Call 1-800-501-6000 to get internet on our reliable gig speed network. Plus, you can add voice and TV for $34.90 more per month.
Offer ends 5/21/18. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Limited to one voice line and basic TV on one outlet. Requires Comcast Business Internet at additional monthly charge. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Connection per restrictions apply. Minimum term agreement required. Call for details.
Have you heard of the thousands of people earning money with a second home? Companies like Airbnb and VRBO, they've created a whole new world for people to tap into, in the multi-billion-dollar industry of renting. Now, if a second home purchase hasn't crossed your mind, maybe it should, because after you make sure that your area's ordinances permit it, you can easily make a couple $1,000s more each month by renting out your second home, either as a long-term lease or as a vacation property. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing. Real estate has consistently been a great investment, and qualifying for a second home may be easier than you think. Interest rates remain low, and you can put as little as 10% down. That's right, just 10% down. A second home could be more consistent than stocks, but don't just take my word for it. Talk to the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing. They're at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and we're excited to announce the new 4-pack special. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special tab, and save 50% off the 4-pack, which includes 2 MyPillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Use promo code SKY at checkout or call 1-800-635-1825. That's 1-800-635-1825. Or go to MyPillow.com, click the 4-pack special tab, and use promo code SKY at checkout.
Please give it up for the termite. So I was shedding my exoskeleton the other day, realized the blinds were open. That's embarrassing. Anyone here tonight from the Calotermidae species? No? No? That's too bad, because all of my next jokes are drywood related.
Termites aren't funny. $5 billion of damage each year is nothing to laugh at. Visit Orkin.com to schedule an inspection and get 15% off.
Somebody sent me either a snarky tweet or an email, I don't remember. But they wanted to know why I wasn't talking about Omar Mateen's father. Omar Mateen is the Pulse nightclub shooter down in Florida. When did that happen? Was that back in 16? When did the Pulse nightclub shooting occur?
I think it was 16.
I think it was 16 too. I think anyway, whenever it occurred. And I said, because I really hadn't looked into it yet, and it doesn't have much interest I don't have much interest in it. But I did, as someone who is always inquisitive, I did look at it, and I'm still not interested in it. I will tell you, this is what I found. The Daily Caller had a story, and the Daily Caller had only one sentence in a 2-page story that caught my eye. Mateen's father played a significant role in the FBI's decision not to seek an indictment from the Justice Department for false statements to the FBI or obstruction of justice against Omar Mateen during its 2013 investigation into his alleged threats. That's according to lawyers for his wife that they claimed in a motion. There's no evidence of it. That's the claim. Lawyers can make all sorts of claims, but there's a criminal trial that's going on, and until that is proven in the courtroom, until there's some sort of substantiation that the FBI did not seek an indictment against this guy, which may or may not have prevented him from killing the people in the Pulse nightclub, this is a non-story to me, and I'm still not interested. Come back to me when, oh, by the way, somebody did some show prep for me today, Drew. Michael, show prep. Yesterday you had someone that wanted you to talk about the Pulse nightclub shooter's father. I have done the show prep for you, and it is as follows. Quote, "Nobody cares, please move on," close quote. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff was right. Even after receiving that, I still did my own show prep, and I still don't care. When we have 2 people doing show prep, and neither one of us cares, then neither one of us cares. This story comes from the National Review. Food Truck Nation. When was the last time you ate at a food truck, Drew?
A couple weeks ago, actually.
What'd you have?
I don't even remember. That's the sad part.
You are such a loser.
Well, I was at a brewery, so you know what that means.
So was the truck outside the brewery?
Truck was outside the brewery.
All right, so let's walk through this. What brewery was it?
It was Joyride Brewing in Edgewater.
All right. And
you know what it was? It was a Cajun food truck.
See, I knew it. See, this is what lawyers have to do.
I know. I don't remember what I had. I honestly don't. I know it was a Cajun food truck, but yeah.
Did you stumble into the food truck?
No, not at all.
And suddenly it was like, oh, there's Cajun food. I think I'll order some Cajun food.
Not at all. It was probably like a shrimp taco or something of that
But
nature.
you don't have a clue what you had.
Not a clue. Something Cajun.
So that tells me that you were in the brewery much longer than you should have been.
No, it was just I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone what I had at a food truck 3 weeks ago. Obviously, it wasn't memorable enough for me to remember.
That's what they all say until they finally admit they got a problem.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying. And aren't you the one that said something about let's get this show rolling? You were doing some sort of jig, and you said you were just trying to get over the hangover from last night?
No, that's not what happened. Tell your story. Just tell your story.
I am. I think I'm a pretty good storyteller, and I think I got a pretty damn good story here. And in fact, without naming names, can I just see this is what Drew hasn't learned. Angie's learned this lesson, but Drew's about this is a teaching moment. This is a teachable moment.
Oh, here we go. I better pay attention.
Yeah. So apparently, Drew's fiance is out of town again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, apparently, his fiance had a girlfriend over. And look, the details, I don't have to have the details exactly correct because that's not the point of the story. So his fiance has a girlfriend over, and they cook dinner, and they open a bottle of wine. They don't consume the entire bottle of wine, but it apparently is a very good bottle of wine because Drew liked the bottle of wine so much so that he finished it off last night. And not only did he finish the bottle of wine off last night after cooking his own dinner, which, by the way, hats off to you.
Thank you.
He decided that, damn, this is such good wine. I think I'll open the other bottle of the same wine, and then proceeded to consume that bottle of wine.
Well, the first one
and then he comes, I'm not done yet. It's my show. It's my show. If you haven't, it's not the Mike and Drew show. That's over on some sports network. This is the Michael Brown show. So just back off, bucko. I'll tell the story the way I heard it.
Please do. Please do.
And so he gets the other bottle of wine out, and apparently is so hungover that he stumbles in this morning, and he can't even do his job this morning, and he's still hungover back there dancing jigs.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Are you going to refute that?
You were pretty close. You were pretty spot on.
Yeah, it was pretty spot on.
I just want to clarify that I did not want to waste the first bottle of wine, because who wants to waste a bottle of wine?
They have ways that you don't have to. There's wine keepers. You can put inert gas in. There's all sorts of ways to keep a bottle of wine
That's
for a
too
long
complicated.
time.
I figured let's just drink it 2 days later.
It's just easier to take it and just.
Well, pretty much, yeah. Come on.
Food trucks. That's all I wanted to talk about was food trucks. And so I just asked a simple question. And all I needed was a simple answer. Yeah, I went to a food truck 3 weeks ago. It was this Cajun place over in Edgewater, and I had shrimp tacos, and they were really good.
No question with you is a simple question. Let's be real here. Come on.
Do you remember now what you had?
Nope.
Are you sure you didn't stumble into that fish and chips place over there on Edgewater somewhere?
No, I did not.
What's that called?
G&B Fish and Chips or whatever it is?
Yeah. You ever been in there?
No, I have not been in there. I'm not a fish and chips guy.
Okay, well then you don't go in there. If you really want fish and chips, you need to go to London.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, that's not exactly true. I've actually had some good fish and chips around here. I just can't think of where.
Oh, wait, you mean you can't remember where you had the food and what you had? Okay, that sounds familiar.
Actually, that was a very good catch.
You're welcome.
Food trucks have swept the nation, blah, 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 blah. The average cost of food, the whole purpose of this is to point out the cost of regulation, which is one of my big bugaboos. The average cost of starting a food truck includes an average of $28,000 in permits, fees, and compliance, 45 government-mandated procedures that take an average of 37 days to complete. The requirements are often duplicative, with multiple local government offices demanding versions of the same documents. Sometimes it's not exactly clear which permits need to be taken out, as a lot of jurisdictions do a poor job of actually laying out the requirements. Then they give an example, like in Boston. Truck owners must not only pledge to stay at least 100 feet away from competition, but they must purchase and install from a particular city-preferred firm, can you say kickbacks? A GPS tracker for about $400, pay the monthly data charge for it, and submit to having their movements monitored. In Chicago, I gotta ask, it's in all seriousness, was that payback? Was that payback? Or
Nope.
are you truly hungover?
No, I was not paying attention.
In Chicago, well, I got to finish this. Hang on.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Slowdowns on the Commerce City Drive, 270 backed up both directions, one accident. Westbound 270 between Quebec and Vasquez. Crash there blocking that right lane. Solid from I-70 and up to Vasquez. Some slowdowns on the I-70 drive. Heavier there as well as I-25 downtown at the Tech Center. C-470, there's construction work slowing up westbound C-470. Get out toward Broadway. An accident in Broomfield. Southbound 287 at 10th Avenue. Denver's forecast, clear skies overnight, low of 31. Partly cloudy, breezy tomorrow with a high near 54. Chance of some afternoon rain, some evening snow showers. Right now, 41 degrees. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Michael Brown here for a great opportunity to reduce your reliance on energy companies. I want you to get to know Zoetic NRG. You know, a few years ago, I would not have endorsed a solar company, but today, Zoetic NRG has changed the business model. They've introduced a plan that includes a no money down option and converts what was once a liability into an asset. Like me, you may have had preconceived notions about solar energy. So let's dispel those. Today's solar panels and today's solar business is not what it used to be, which is why I endorse Zoetic NRG. One of my listeners recently bought a Zoetic NRG system and wrote to tell me just how happy they were with this solar project. Plus, when they put solar panels on your roof, they're going to insulate your attic and put in a smart home thermostat for free, saving you even more money. Call Zoetic NRG today at 888-637-4447. That's 888-637-4447 for a free quote. And when you call them, tell them Michael Brown sent you.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Campbell here, serial entrepreneur. Here's what our payroll customer, Laura, thinks about us.
Patriot Software and their amazing team are a crucial part of our business. They handle the details of payroll and tax payments, so we can focus on delivering exceptional customer service to our own clients. Patriot's payroll is affordable, easy to use, and it keeps us organized. They're receptive to their customers and strive to demonstrate that each day. Without a doubt, we will be using their payroll services for many years to come. Thank you, Patriot Software. 5 stars.
Go to PatriotSoftware.com to get your payroll pricing for up to 100 employees. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Hi, this is Jeff, director of the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Most men remember their first time. No, I don't mean that first time. I mean the first time their performance didn't live up to expectations, yours or your partner's. You probably both laughed it off, no big deal. But when it happens a second time, then a third, it's no laughing matter. It's a problem. The good news is there's a solution at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. We specialize exclusively in men's sexual health. Our licensed providers at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can help with erectile dysfunction, premature issues, and male hormone replacement therapy. Our prescription medications work when the pills or other methods fail, and they work for almost all medical conditions: diabetes, prostate cancer, and others. Treatments are personalized to fit your needs, and you get to see the treatment work right here in the office. So if you want to make the last time you failed to perform the last time this happens, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today at 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hey, it's Brian with Advanced Mudjacking. Homes and businesses in the Denver area all experience sinking concrete. Sidewalks, patios, porches, and interior floors do sink. We have the solution. At Advanced Mudjacking, we've been lifting and stabilizing concrete for over 25 years. We use traditional mudjacking techniques with sand and cement. No chemicals, nothing toxic. Our proven method works and it lasts, guaranteed. Call for a free quote, 303-424-9441. That's 303-424-9441. Or email me, advancedmudjacking@yahoo.com.
Don't get caught with your temps down. Get that $39 comprehensive air conditioning tune-up. Multi-point check from Plumline Services. The airflow, the blower assembly, thermal efficiency, thermostats, connections, fuses, motor, connections and contacts, condensers, and any recommended repairs. And a no-breakdown guarantee. $39. Plumline Services, 303-562-0439. That's 303-562-0439. PlumlineServices.com.
You can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. Tennessee Williams said that, and it's still true today. Remember the good old days when you pooled your change for a burger and a shake to share? Or you took a road trip with just enough cash to pay for the gas? When you're young, you can roll with the punches. But when you're retired, you need to know you'll have the income you need. Hi, this is Linda Gardner with Blue Heron Capital and host of Your Money, Your Retirement, right here on KHOW every Saturday. You worked hard and saved for your retirement. Now it's time to make sure you have income to last your lifetime. Call today for your complimentary, no-obligation visit and see how to get started with your own retirement income strategy, an income you won't outlive. Call right now, 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Tax time means you might be getting a refund. But why not get a little more? It's the 16K a day giveaway. Listen for your shot at $1,000 every hour at 5 after the hour. Weekdays, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. on 630 KHOW. Brought to you by The Hall Company. If you want a brand new custom home, you need The Hall Company. Whether you want a 1,500 square foot home or 15,000 square feet, The Hall Company will help you buy the land, design the home, and build it. Visit them at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz.
Food trucks. National Review had a story about food trucks that caught my attention because obviously Lori Lynn and I like food trucks, but I also hate regulation. So it gave a couple of examples. It gave the average. The average cost of starting a food truck is $28,000. Fees, compliance, 45 on average. Government mandated procedures, average of 37 days to complete. Duplicative forms that you have to fill out. I mean, none of this, other than the dollar amount, which I find shocking. To open a food truck, $28,000. It's worth emphasizing, National Review writes, that these procedures are not simple health and safety matters, which are necessary. And then they give some examples. In Boston, for instance, truck owners must not only pledge to stay at least 100 feet away from competition, but they must purchase and install from a particular city-preferred firm a GPS tracker for about $400, pay the monthly data charge for it, and submit to having their movements monitored. What possibly good in terms of health and safety does tracking a food truck do? In Chicago, if a food truck is within 200 feet of a brick and mortar competitor, which includes even vending machines, the owner can face fines of up to $2,000. So think about this. If your full-time job is to run your first food truck, going through over 30 days of bureaucracy in order to add a second food truck can actually keep you out of the market, which is what these food truck regulations do. Food truck owners, food truck owners are a diverse crowd of rich and poor, represent all races and genders. In Chicago, roughly 80% of local food trucks are minority-owned small businesses. Owning and operating a food truck does not necessarily require an expensive degree, family connections, or English language skills. But worst of all, these requirements tend to be per truck. Going through 30 days to get a second truck? It's irritating. I know we've talked a lot about guns over the past week or so, and actually, unfortunately, I have more stories about the Second Amendment that I'm going to get to later today. But I just didn't get to this story yesterday. Utah police are offering a reward. Guess what it's for?
South Jordan police are now offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of this man, Salvador Valdez. They say Valdez is responsible for assaulting his ex-girlfriend and a witness with a baseball bat on March 9th at the Sizzler restaurant in South Jordan.
I don't know what fascinates me more. That old boy went after his girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend or whatever and her new boyfriend with a baseball bat, or at the Sizzler. We should go to the. I should get Lori Lynn to go with me to the Sizzler. Do we have any Sizzlers in Colorado? Are there any Sizzlers? Are any Sizzlers around anymore?
If there are, it's got to be in like Colorado Springs.
And why'd you say that?
I just assume an old restaurant like that would still be in Colorado Springs.
See, I would assume it would still be like in Pueblo.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Longmont?
Yeah, I could see either one of those.
Well, except, the cool people that live in that, what's that subdivision? South Longmont. Oh, it won some awards. It's got all these little funky houses in it. And for the life of me, I can't think of what it is.
Yeah, no idea.
Huh. Baseball bat. I love this story.
South Jordan police are now offering a $1,000 reward.
That's all. Now, had this been a gun, had he taken a gun to his old girlfriend and her new boyfriend, there'd be a $5,000 reward. Baseball bats just get short shrift. And you know what? I think there's a racist attitude toward baseball bats because they are as lethal. And a baseball bat that is not on a baseball field is an assault weapon. And I could even make the argument. You ever seen a batter lose control of his bat? Swings, misses, and the bat goes flying? That's an assault weapon right there.
For information leading to the arrest of this man, Salvador Valdez.
Salvador Valdez. Sounds like a nice guy, doesn't he? Because they
say Valdez is responsible for assaulting his ex-girlfriend and a witness with a baseball bat.
Oh, it wasn't a new girlfriend. It was a witness. This guy sounds like he might be MS-13 or something, because you go after the old girlfriend because she's left the tribe, and then there's a witness while she's at the Sizzler. Well, you got to take out the witness too. That's MS-13 right there.
On March 9th at the Sizzler restaurant in South Jordan.
South Jordan, Utah. They got a problem with baseball bats. So I'm making an announcement right here. I don't think that the Second Amendment covers baseball bats. And so I'm for common sense baseball bat legislation. Let's start it right now. Let's write it ourselves.
Need a new roof? Get the best. ExcelRoofing.com.
Michael Brown here. Let you and I go on a trip to Alaska together. I'm teaming up with Holiday Vacations for an inside passage cruise and tour of all the great sites in Alaska. It's a 12-day excursion hosted by me, and it's a great opportunity to see the best of Alaska in a small group. Call Holiday Travel at 800-826-2266, keyword Denver. You know, let's go to Alaska. Call 800-826-2266, keyword Denver, or go online, holidayvacations.com, keyword Denver.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 31. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a chance for a late day shower, a high of 54. Mostly sunny for Thursday, a high of 53 degrees.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
This is your station for the 16K a day giveaway. Coming up at 5 after the hour on KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station.
A lawsuit in the works. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. New York, California, and several other states signing on to a lawsuit against the Trump administration over the plan to add a question about citizenship to the next U.S. Census.
Given the way that this administration has attacked immigrants, you can understand why immigrant families would be afraid to fill out the census questionnaire.
California Attorney General Javier Becerra, White House spokeswoman Sarah Sanders defends the move.
We've contained this question that's provided data that's necessary for the Department of Justice to protect voters and specifically to help us better comply with the Voting Rights Act.
Sanders says she's not aware of any specific outreach efforts being planned to encourage immigrants to respond to the survey. An Arizona mother facing charges after authorities say she killed her young children. Fox's Steve Rappaport has more live.
Lisa, police arrested Brittany Velasquez after her 2-year-old son and 10-month-old daughter were found dead in their car seats in a vehicle outside the family's home last night.
CPR efforts were performed. They were not successful.
Superior Arizona Police Chief Christian Ensley.
It was reported by a relative that she would often leave her kids at the home and expect someone else to take care of them.
Relatives say Velasquez is mentally unstable and called Child Protective Services several times to report the children were in danger. Officials say investigators discovered evidence of foul play but would not elaborate. Lisa?
Steve, also in Arizona, police in the suburban town of Buckeye outside Phoenix say their positively identified remains recovered in a farm field as those of 10-year-old Jesse Wilson, who went missing nearly 2 years ago.
While that is not the outcome of which we hoped, we want to stress that this is not the end of this investigation.
Buckeye Police Detective Tamela Skaggs, Fox News, fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Only Quicken Loans has earned 12 J.D. Power Awards. No other lender comes close to that level of client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage. It gives our clients a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online in minutes. No one else has anything like it. And our people. Each one of our 17,000-plus team members throughout Detroit, Cleveland, and Phoenix provides absolute client satisfaction each and every day. So why would you go anywhere else to get your mortgage? Go to America's #1 online lender. If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
KHOW News Time 5:03. I'm Kathy Walker. John Gray will start the first game of the regular season for the Rockies as they face the Diamondbacks in Arizona on Thursday. Manager Bud Black says Gray has a great fastball, but it's another pitch that makes him the Rockies' ace.
So we've talked about the gap of his best fastball to his slowest breaking pitch, the curveball. That variance in velocity helps John. It helps all pitchers to have that variance in velocity.
Tyler Anderson will start the second game of the road series, and German Marquez will close out the series. The Rockies have also announced that first baseman Ryan McMahon has made the team. He'll back up Ian Desmond at first. Catcher Tom Murphy and outfielder Raimel Tapia will start the season with AAA Albuquerque. DIA is the fifth busiest airport in the country, serving nearly 61.4 million passengers last year. International passenger traffic grew 12.5%, with over 2.5 million international travelers last year. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
New accident in the tech center northbound I-25 is stopped. Right lanes are blocked off on northbound I-25 approaching Bellevue. Left lane is getting by northbound I-25. Single-digit speeds from Dry Creek trying to get up past Bellevue. Try to avoid that stretch there if you can. Commerce City Drive dealing with an accident on westbound 270 past Quebec. That's over in the right lane. And an accident called out on eastbound C470 near University. Denver's forecast, clear skies overnight, low of 31. Partly cloudy, little breezy tomorrow, high near 54. Could see some afternoon rain, evening snow showers. Right now, 41 degrees. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHAL.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the keyword WIN to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's WIN to 200-200.
Hey, Mikey.
It's Michael Brown.
You can try to find Michael Brown. Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
This is the Michael Brown Show.
Hold on tight to your dream. Yeah. Hold on
tight. One of the things that the Obama administration loves to claim is that they were scandal-free. They were scandal-free primarily because their lemmings and their lackeys and their butt kissers in the media never covered any of the scandals. You compare that with everything that is not a scandal, that is treated as a scandal in the Trump administration. And look, I'm not discounting that there aren't scandals in the Trump administration, because clearly there are some scandals in this nascent, infantile, barely alive administration. But the fact that everybody ignored everything going on in the Obama administration, at some point, historians and others, the muckrakers, the historians, people just digging around on the edges and in the middle of things. People like Marie Harf, for example, who recently said, she's now a contributor on Fox News, which I find absolutely hilarious, said this about Hillary Clinton after she said those stupid things in India.
Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton is back at it. She was on a book tour in India and continuing to explain why she lost. And here's why she said she didn't do well with white married women.
Part of that is an identification with the Republican Party and a sort of ongoing pressure to vote the way that your husband, your boss, your son, whoever, believes you should.
Marie, is it just me, or is that kind of a curious analysis from a feminist that women, white married women, were browbeaten by the men around them?
Yes, you're right, and she should go away.
Oh, ouch. Chris Wallace, you're right. And you know what? Hillary Clinton should just go away.
Yes, you're right, and she should go away. I hate to say that. I really do. The first female nominee of a major party has a historical, role, certainly, and the right to speak up. She is not helping the Democratic Party, and I think she should take a very long vacation and leave the future of the party to other people. I think the future of the party is not with her, and the clearest indication of that is the fact that in the 20 special elections that have taken place so far in 2018, Democrats on average have gotten 24 more points than she did. The party of the future is not Hillary Clinton's party.
Bingo. It's not. Why do I mention that as part of a story, a segment, about the corruption in the Obama administration? Because Hillary Clinton was one of the most corrupt of all. And if I were Barack Obama, what I would want to do is to get Hillary out of the limelight, get her buried, get her under Bill's control somewhere so that she doesn't start spewing stuff that she shouldn't be spewing. What Marie Harf just said had to have been approved by the Obamas. She was a close confidant of Valerie Jarrett's. She worked in the West Wing with Valerie and with the president. And so for her to go on Fox News Sunday and say it's time for Hillary Clinton to go away, that it's no longer the Democrat Party of Hillary Clinton, that is a direct message from the Obamas. It's also important to note, because the media have always contrasted, Obama's supposed honesty and forthrightness with Trump's venality and his political unscrupulousness and the stupid Russia-Trump investigation that really is much ado about. It's not even much ado about nothing. It's just nothing. There's nothing there. If there's any sort of corruption, it really comes in the Obama administration. Peter Schweitzer has a new book out called Secret Empires: How Our Politicians Hide Corruption and Enrich Their Families and Friends. You may know that name because Schweitzer does extensive research when he writes his books, and he's written books on the Clintons before. Now he's written one that takes on not just the Obama administration, but it also takes on just the corrupt politicians in general. But let's start out with the Obamas.
Well, it's really interesting, Martha, because there's this critical period from 2013 to 2016 during the Obama administration where the U.S. is engaging with China on the South China Sea, on military challenges, on trade, on intellectual property. Joe Biden, in December of 2013, flies over to Beijing in Air Force Two. With him on the plane is his son, Hunter Biden. Joe Biden gets widely criticized for going soft on Beijing. Well, 10 days after they return, his son Hunter Biden scores a private equity deal for $1 billion. That's a billion with a B. It's important to note Hunter Biden has no background in private equity. He has not done business in China before. And he, along with a guy named Devin Archer, who's a close Kerry family aide, start doing these deals in China. And there are two other major deals that involve the Kerry and the Biden elements with China, three of them worth billions of dollars. And the argument that they are going to try to make is that this had no influence over policy, which to me is just ludicrous. Anytime you engage in commercial ventures with somebody, if we're worried about a $10,000 PAC contribution influencing a politician, I think we ought to be very concerned about billion-dollar private equity deals going to the kids of politicians.
And then there were deals with defense companies that in China who were at the same time being accused of stealing technology from us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, so they get this money from the Chinese, this $1 billion plus, and this is Chinese government money they've done this deal with. They take that government money and they invest in other Chinese companies or U.S. companies. One of those is a company called CGN, China General Nuclear. They're anchor investors. So this is Hunter Biden, the son of the vice president, and Devin Archer, a close aide to John Kerry. CGN, this company, less than a year after they invest in them, senior executives are arrested for doing what? For stealing nuclear secrets in the United States. And one of the engineers in that company pleads guilty. What they're trying to get access to are these small nuclear reactors that are very similar to those that are on U.S. nuclear submarines. So this is not just about politicians getting quick money. This has serious national security implications, and it is the new growth area of corruption. The old days of politicians stuffing, $90,000 in their freezer has been replaced by billion-dollar private equity deals for your family members. A lot harder to detect and to find.
And yet the media is silent. Fox News runs one story, one time. So I'm as critical of Fox News as I am of the networks and the other cable channels. Hunter Biden flies on Air Force Two. They cut a deal. It's Chinese government money in this private equity venture. And then they're selling secrets. Nobody cares. I just truly think that nobody cares. And nobody cares. I guess I could argue that if the media really honed in on this, and every night there was a 30-second, a 45-second, a 90-second story about this corruption, people might start caring. But people can't care about those things that they don't know about. They may suspect that, yeah, come on, Brown, all these guys are corrupt. The Republicans are corrupt, the Democrats are corrupt. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, actually, there would be something you could do about it. You could vote them all out of office. We could cut off the gravy train. We could demand changes in how people do business and how they enrich themselves. And if you think I'm just picking on the Obamas, stay tuned.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Couple of accidents in the drive, north on I-25 near Bellevue. All lanes have opened up. North on I-25 just crawling through the tech center from Dry Creek on up past Bellevue. That will start to get better. Commerce City Drive, also very heavy stop-and-go traffic. The accident westbound 270 up near Quebec. All lanes there have opened. An accident, Santa Fe and Happy Canyon. I'm Susan Thielen from KOA News Radio. I'm 94.1 FM.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. You know that I'm a lawyer, so I've got strong opinions about lawyers. You know, I'd never call a lawyer that advertises with a funny nickname or has an ad that shows hundreds of associates that are, well, you and I both know are overworked and underpaid. If me, Tamara, or any of my children or friends were involved in an accident and we needed an attorney, you know what I'd do? I'd call John Fuller at John Fuller Law. Now, his firm is effective and efficient. He doesn't look for hundreds of cases, but instead he looks for cases involving people like you and me, and then he and his staff give you personal attention. You know, the insurance companies are always looking for a very quick settlement at the least cost to them. And then they try to catch you at your most vulnerable time when you or your family are hurting. So I want you to do what I would do. I want you to call John Fuller. Check him out at personalinjuryco.com. That's personalinjuryco.com, or give him a call. 303-597-4500. 597-4500.
Who else wants to discover how to invest in cash-flowing apartments without dealing with a single tenant? Join us for a fast start 2-hour free training event and discover a proven system created by a landscaper who went from mowing lawns to controlling over 8,000 units. You'll discover how to safely invest in apartments using little or none of your own money. How to create a monthly passive income stream that'll allow you to retire in as little as 3 to 5 years. RE Mentor, the experts in apartment investing education for over 15 years, will be in the Denver area sharing this unique system. Be one of the first 30 callers now to get your seat at this class free. Call 888-907-2588. Investing in apartments requires little money down and low risk if trained properly. Learn the secrets from the experts at RE Mentor in just 2 hours. Call 888-907-2588 and become one of the first 30 callers at 888-907-2588. You have nothing to lose and a legacy to gain. So call 888-907-2588.
Chevrolet cars and trucks sold the right way, fairly, honestly, and ethically. Since 1960, Purefoy Chevrolet has provided an outstanding car and truck buying experience in Fort Lupton. Come see for yourself. Purefoy Chevrolet, 57 years and counting. Find new roads.
Ankmar Garage Door now offers the ultimate in security and accessibility for your garage door. With LiftMaster MyQ technology, you can receive an alert if your garage door has been left open. You can also monitor your garage door from anywhere in the world using your smartphone. Go to Ankmar.com today and see the LiftMaster 8550 installed today and book an appointment online. Ankmar, everything doors since 1956.
Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino for Larson Tax Relief. Tax season is here. Did I see you cringe at that? If so, listen up for relief. Larson Tax Relief. Get your past tax problems taken care of once and for all. Stop the worrying and frustration. If you owe back taxes, been years since you filed, Larson Tax Relief is the best and the only tax relief organization I endorse. Their team of experts understand your situation and won't judge you. The name says it all. Relief. Larson Tax Relief. Larson will get you the absolute best possible resolution. Don't worry about your wages being garnished, losing your house, or other drastic action. Larson gets between you and the IRS. They'll get them off your back and save you thousands of dollars. I trust Ron and Jack Larson and their team of experts to fix your tax problems. You can too. So stop cringing and call 844-LARSON-TAX or LarsonTaxRelief.com. That's 844-LARSON-TAX. 844-LARSON-TAX.
Gunsmith at Large is a unique place for gun owners and enthusiasts like you and me. Whether it's routine maintenance, customization of your favorite handgun, rifle, or shotgun, Gunsmith at Large is the place to go. And when I say customization, I'm talking about things like turning a Glock into a custom handgun with a titanium-colored pistol with night sights, copper-plated barrel, and a 4.5-pound trigger. Yes, he's that good. So call Parker at Gunsmith at Large right now. 720-662-7156. 720-662-7156.
At CVS Pharmacy at Target, we put a little extra heart into everything we do. Like actively looking to save you money. Generics, 90-day refills, even rewards. Get a $5 Target coupon for every 10 prescriptions. On your next Target run, stop by CVS Pharmacy. We're the place with the big heart. Not valid on all prescriptions, including those purchased in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. Other restrictions apply. See cvs.com/extracare-target or the pharmacy for details. CVS Pharmacy at Target. Health is everything.
Napa know-how.
Right now, Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil is just $5.99 a quart. Its advanced formula provides maximum sludge protection, defending your engine like a catcher defends home plate. So tell sludge to go kick rocks and get top-notch engine protection with Mobil 1 Full Synthetic, just $5.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer expires 3/31/18.
There is an obvious epidemic of perverts in our society. It's not being taken seriously in one place.
With his eyes on everything.
And that is Capitol Hill.
Your ears won't miss anything.
Roy Moore, Al Franken, John Conyers, Donald Trump. There's a lot more in Washington than just those guys.
Glenn Beck, weeknights at 7.
And yet we're not hearing about them. And when you do hear about them, they don't go away. What do you have to do in Washington to be fired?
On 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station. Tom Martino, the troubleshooter. Tomorrow morning at 10.
Consumer problems, questions, and complaints. We'll battle them for you. Give me a call coming up tomorrow at 10.
Troubleshooter Tom Martino on 630 KHOW.
So the corruption, and I know that those of you who keep up with politics, this is not a surprise, but I mean, how do you answer the question that someone like Harry Reid, for example, goes to Washington, D.C. with barely a pot to piss in and leaves a multimillionaire? Too many of them do that. You know, in the omnibus spending bill that Trump signed last week, members of Congress are now limited on the make and model of the kinds of BMWs they can lease for themselves. They're limited on the amount of money they can spend on car leases. When you think about a citizen legislature, I don't begrudge them nice offices. Well, actually, I kind of do, but their offices are what they are. Many of those offices, with the exception of maybe the Hart Senate office building, were built decades ago. But I do begrudge them things that you and I should not be paying for. They have staff out the wazoo special parking privileges. We fly them back and forth depending on whether they're coming back to campaign or they're coming back on business. I mean, there are all these tricks that they use to get all of these things paid for such that they have no concept, like you do, of overhead. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. The overhead on this project is so high, we're barely going to make our margins on it. Margins? To them, margins are, hey, am I trading on margin in my brokerage account? Do I have enough insider information that I can go trade on margin on something and make a little extra money on this deal that we're about to do? They get by with so much crap, and we pay for so much stuff that in the business world, they would fail instantaneously. So we've made it easier we've made it, as they like to call it, it's a career. It's not a part-time job. It's not even a temporary job. It's a career. The pensions, the salaries, the accoutrements, all of the stuff that they get. And that's not even counting things that they get through nothing but corruption. Peter Schweitzer takes on not just Biden and Kerry. He takes on Elaine Chao and Mitch McConnell, the Republican Senate Majority Leader.
So what about Mitch McConnell?
Well, Mitch McConnell, very similar. China's basically adopted this posture of saying that they're going to seek out commercial ties with family members. Elaine Chao's family is in the shipping business. The government of China, the China State Shipbuilding Corporation, has set them up. They build their ships. They finance the construction of their ships. They provide contracts for state-owned enterprises to ship them around. And the father, the patriarch of the family, gave a gift to Mitch McConnell of between $5 and $25 million.
The Republic is in a death throes. The Republic is in death throes. Now, there are a lot of young people. Turning Point USA, some of the free market groups. These organizations are these little shiny lights in this vast darkness that has become the American Republic. We have so many things to be grateful for in this country, but what we're losing is our legitimacy and our moral compass. The corruption is so rampant that to this day, I'm always bemused and befuddled by both the ignorance and by the... You know how many people come up to me, particularly those on the left? People on the left will come up to me, and once they realize who I am, they will, first of all, the first thought is usually, that I should be in jail. And then the second, almost instant, without even taking a breath, is, well, you made millions and millions of dollars while you were in D.C., and now you got this big fat government pension, and the government's still paying you, and that's why you can be a radio host, and you don't even care about being in a big market or anything else because you just made so much money in the government. And I just look at them and I think, don't project onto me what the Mitch McConnells or the Joe Bidens or the John Kerrys of the world do, or the Nancy Pelosi's. I mean, I could just go on. It's on both sides of the aisle where they go in paupers and they come out millionaires. And I don't mean millionaires because they've got a house in D.C. that's worth $1 million. I'm talking about multi-millionaires because they can trade on government information. They can grow their portfolios based on government information. There is nothing to stop them. Nothing at all to stop them. we truly have a ruling class in both sense of the word. Ruling in that they're like monarchs. They have this wealth that they didn't really earn. It's just kind of been passed on to them by you and me as taxpayers. And then they pass it on to themselves from congressional session to congressional session, from each Congress. And it's not the salaries. The salaries are X percent of the median income in the United States. And yes, that's bad enough that they make 175, 180, whatever it is a year. That's not my bugaboo, although it is an irritant with me. It's their ability to trade on government information. It's their ability to get deals that would never be available even to people in the marketplace, even to people on Wall Street. For people in Wall Street to do some of the things that they do, well, they would end up in a federal penitentiary somewhere. But we allow this. We allow it. The media doesn't care. Nobody reports it. We all genuflect when they come around. And as far as I'm concerned, they can all bite my ass. Every single one of them.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW Denver.
From the Fox Business Network, stocks giveth and stocks taketh away. The Dow falling big time. Tuesday's drop coming after Monday's largest one-day percentage gain since 2015. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 also tanking. Facebook now in a bear market after Tuesday's plunge. It's down 21% from its all-time high. This is CEO Mark Zuckerberg says he will testify to Congress over that data scandal. While stocks are sinking, home prices are soaring. A new report by S&P and Case-Shiller says they're up more than 6% in January from the same time a year ago. And if you're thinking of selling, a new study from Zillow finds homeowners spend more than $18,000 on average to sell their home. Most of this money covers things like closing costs, commission for real estate agents, and last-minute improvements. And finally, you better make sure you have enough money in your account if you're making withdrawal or payment. That's because consumers paid $34.3 billion in overdraft fees last year. With the Fox Business Report, I'm David Asman.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Slowdowns out across the highways. Latest trouble spot, the Boulder Turnpike. It's an accident on westbound 36 up near Wadsworth. Couple lanes of traffic are blocked off there. Center lane is getting by. Westbound 36 struggling from Church Ranch. North on I-25 improving in the Tech Center. An accident near Bellevue is gone. All lanes have opened up there. Stop and go traffic on that Commerce City Drive. An accident westbound 270 up near Quebec. Second traffic, you might have seen it coming with Total Traffic app, powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast, clear skies overnight, low of 31, partly cloudy, breezy tomorrow, chance for some rain, high near 54. Right now it's 41. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Michael Brown here. Let's you and I take a trip to Alaska together. I'm teaming up with Holiday Vacations for an inside passage cruise and tour of all the great sites in Alaska. A 12-day excursion hosted by me is a great opportunity to see the best of Alaska in a small group setting. Call Holiday Travel at 800-826-2266, keyword Denver. Let's go to Alaska, 800-826-2266, keyword Denver, or holidayvacations.com, keyword Denver.
If you still not refinance your mortgage, well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Let me ask you, does calling the company with the best client service in America, with 12 J.D. Power Awards to prove it, matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative, client-focused technology, matter? Does calling the company with 17,000 plus team members who are helping to rebuild the great cities of Detroit and Cleveland matter? Of course it matters. No wonder our clients have made Quicken Loans America's #1 online lender. If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. I began paying employees in 1988. I would handwrite checks and say, here you go, don't cash it until Tuesday. But a teenage employee wanted to see his pay stub. Pay stub? We don't have pay stubs. Get back to work. He said his dad worked for the government and state law required him to receive a pay stub. Uh-oh. Years later, I created Patriot Software to help small businesses with 1 to 100 employees do their payroll correctly with pay stubs. Our payroll starts at just $10 a month, and if you need help, we will help you for free. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hallelujah. Well, I just woke up from a dream so far away. Just now accident I landed here, eyes wide open and seeing clear. I have come a long, long way.
Former Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens, drew a blank for a second, wrote an editorial in the New York Times that it's time to repeal the Second Amendment. And while I'm not going to go through the entirety of his opinion, it would just take too much to dissect it all. I'm more than willing to do it. I just don't want to. In fact, I have notes prepared over here that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages long. 7 pages of notes about the original intent and the purpose of the Second Amendment. And someday when I feel like it, and we haven't talked about guns ad infinitum, I'll go through those notes. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there, even from Justice Stevens. He writes that for over 200 years after the adoption of the Second Amendment, it was uniformly understood as not placing any limit on either federal or state authority to enact gun control legislation. And then he puts this sentence in. In 1939, the Supreme Court unanimously held that Congress could prohibit the possession of a sawed-off shotgun because that weapon had no reasonable relation to the preservation or efficiency of a, quote, well-regulated militia. The case that he's referring to is United States versus Miller. It's a 1939 case about the National Firearms Act. And in a nutshell, it involves a guy that transported a sawed-off shotgun between Oklahoma and Texas. Actually, I think maybe from Oklahoma to Arkansas to Texas, or maybe Arkansas to Oklahoma to Texas. You get the drift. Interstate commerce. Yes, it was a unanimous decision, although I think at least one, maybe two justices did not participate in the decision. But when he says that the court unanimously held that Congress could prohibit the possession of a sawed-off shotgun because that weapon had no reasonable relation to the preservation or efficiency of a well-regulated militia, what he doesn't tell you is this. The defendants were unable to even argue the case. So once the case made its way through the state courts and the federal courts and eventually gets to the United States Supreme Court, the lawyers who are representing the defendant, a guy by the name of Miller in this case, they didn't have the money, the wherewithal, 1939, to make it to Washington to argue their case. So what the court did was the court just took the lower court's decision, upheld it, and remanded the case for further proceedings in view of their support of the lower court's decision. That is not an exhaustive review of the phrase well-regulated militia. When you get to D.C. versus Heller, the seminal 2008 case, in which Justice Scalia does give us the entire history of the phrase well-regulated militia, Judge Scalia writes, quote, Miller, the case I'm just describing and the one cited by Justice Stevens, Miller stands only for the proposition that the Second Amendment right, whatever its nature, extends only to certain types of weapons. It is particularly wrong-headed to read Miller for more than what it said, because the case did not even purport, even try, even attempt, to be a thorough examination of the Second Amendment. Justice Scalia is right. Interestingly, when you read commentary about the case that Justice Stevens so eloquently states as, why, since 1939 it's been understood that there was limitations on the Second Amendment, particularly a well-regulated militia. Most of the members of the Supreme Court at that time had no military experience whatsoever. So when they heard sawed-off shotgun, they didn't know that the United States military had actually used shotguns and had actually used short barrel rifles, and that some infantrymen had actually taken to sawing off the barrels of their shotguns. I think only one or two justices in that 1939 court had any military experience whatsoever. And so, why is that important? If there was nobody there to explain to them that, oh, by the way, these shotguns that you're talking about, that you are saying are suitable only for a well-regulated militia, and you're trying to conclude that these shotguns are not the kinds of guns that were used in the military, guess what, justices? You're incorrect. The United States military did use shotguns. There was no one there to argue that. I'm simply It shows the extent. I was going to say I'm dumbfounded, but I'm not dumbfounded. When he writes that the court unanimously held that Congress could prohibit the possession of a sawed-off shotgun under the National Firearms Act, and then cites this case, Justice Stevens is either getting dementia or he's getting deceitful. Because the Miller case is not a case to hang your hat on when it comes to what a well-regulated militia means or the types of weapons that were used by a well-regulated militia. So everybody that's anti-gun is running around today citing Justice John Paul Stevens and his admonition that it is now time to repeal the Second Amendment. He says that's simple, but dramatic action would move Saturday's marchers closer to their objective than any other possible reform. It would eliminate the only legal rule that protects sellers of firearms in the United States. Unlike every other market in the world, it would make our school children safer than they have been since 2008 and honor the memories of the many, indeed far too many. Yeah, I agree, Justice. It would eliminate the only legal rule that protects sellers of firearms in the United States. And that's why you are so utterly mad.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Trouble right now up on the Boulder Turnpike. It's an accident westbound 36 right at Wadsworth. Right lane is blocked off there. Traffic is jammed up from Church Ranch on over to Wadsworth. Stop and go. Get to the left side of the highway to get by this. Commerce City Drive is still backed up. Had a problem on westbound 270 at Vasquez. That accident's gone. Jammed up there in both directions. I-25 also real busy in or out of downtown. Some stop and go traffic. Better through the tech center. Watch for an accident. Iliff and Dayton. Denver forecast tonight, clear skies, low around 31. Partly cloudy, little breezy tomorrow with a high of 54. Right now it's 42. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. You know, in this crazy housing market, you find a house that you want and then, you know what? Multiple offers all in one day on the same house. So instead of buying an existing house, you can have a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company. Now, I know you hear custom-built and you think expensive, but whether you're looking for 1,500 square feet or 15,000 square feet, the Hall Company will help you find your ideal piece of land, design the home with you, and then build it. You get what you want, not what somebody else had. The Hall Company can even help you find the land if you want to build the house yourself. And of course, they can help you secure financing. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, get a home that's just what you want. Check out their work at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. That's denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. Or do this. Call Dave Hall, the owner. He actually answers his phone, and he'll answer your questions. Call or text him at 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531, and just have a conversation about the dream home that you've always wanted.
Take your home like it is, and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Sheridan Auto Tech. Good people. And isn't that what you really want in an auto repair shop? So you get what you need when you need it and you get it done right. Kevin Calkin, the owner, is honorable and will never sell you anything you don't need. He has thousands of loyal customers, been in business more than 20 years. 303-455-7242. Or visit him in 2 convenient locations. In Lakewood on Colfax just west of Wadsworth, or in Aurora on Havana just south of 6th Avenue. Sheridan Auto Tech.
You've been lied to.
lied to by corrupt Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine. Hi, I'm Inc. magazine best-selling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my brand new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because we all know another market crash could be right around the corner. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough, and since then I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free copy and talk with a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits, all while building a tax-advantaged retirement. Call 800-493-1717 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, get one of just 97 free books left. We even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call 800-493-1717. 800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493-1717.
Did you know there's a way to list your home to attract multiple offers and incite bidding wars? Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Do you know what it is? Don't feel bad. Neither do most real estate brokers. But Frank Duran, the real estate man, uses this system in all of his listings.
There's simply no substitute for drive, discipline, passion, and experience. And we give you that.
Frank Duran, part of RE/MAX Alliance. No one better. 303-920-1622. 920-1622.
Americans are always on the move. They're in their car or at the office or working around the house. Americans refuse to sit still. So how do you connect with all those moving targets? Easy. With radio. Radio reaches 93% of Americans every week. More than Google, Facebook, and even television. But hey, who has time to sit and watch TV? So when you want to connect with all those constantly moving adults, teens, and millennials, get to iHeartMedia.com and put AM/FM radio to work for your company.
What's more important, making money or saving money? Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky, and it's obviously a trick question because saving money is just a form of making money, really. And if you use vehicles in your business, that's how Alliance Leasing will help you make money, by saving. Alliance Leasing saved one of my listeners $5,100 on a single vehicle and another listener $20,000 on 4 vehicles. That is real money. And it's just the beginning of how Alliance Leasing can help your business. So learn more today at alliance.lease. That's alliance.lease. Alliance Leasing is your key to the perfect fleet.
Next. You're holding up the line, ma'am.
What did you say?
You're next in line for the water slide, ma'am. Feet forward and enjoy the ride.
Okay, dearie. This does look fun. Whee-oh! You melted me. I've melted.
The Wicked Witch of the West on a water slide? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
See what you've done. Oh!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because Lowe's saves pros money every day. And this week, we're saving pros even more during Porter Cable Days. Look for special savings like up to 30% off select Porter Cable tools now through April 11th. Plus, save 5% on every purchase every day when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. See the Lowe's Pro Desk for Porter Cable Days and credit details. Offer subject to credit approval. Can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Tax time.
Maxine is in the news. Maxine is all upset about Trump's database that he got using Facebook.
The president has put in place an organization that contains a kind of database that no one has ever seen before in life.
Now, keep that in mind. No one's ever seen this kind of database ever before in the history of civilization.
That's going to be very, very powerful. And whoever...
In terms of the Organizing for America, that he's now shifting to become a 501c4.
That's right. That's right. And that database will have information about everything on every individual in ways that it's never been done before. And whoever runs for president on the Democratic ticket have to deal with that. They're going to have to go down with that database and the concerns of those people because they can't get around it. And he's been very smart. I mean, it's very powerful what he's leaving in place. And I think that's what any Democratic candidate is going to have to deal with.
Oh, it's powerful. It's powerful. And remember, nobody in the history of mankind has ever done anything like that before. So then how do you explain the Obama campaign at a conference talking about their database?
So Facebook, 2012 election, had the ability for people to opt in. The Obama campaign, rocked this, right? We got people to opt in.
They rocked it. Yeah. That's a fancy word for, like Maxine would say, it's scary. They rocked it.
And the privacy policies at that time on Facebook were that if they opted in, they could tell us who all their friends were. Okay, so they told us who all their friends were. The Obama campaign just did this in a digital level, on a much larger level, but we were actually able to ingest the entire social network of the U.S.
We were able to ingest the entire Facebook social network of the entire United States. Meaning it didn't make any difference whether you were for or against Obama. It didn't make any difference. They ingested everything. Keep that in mind, because I got a thought about that.
That's on Facebook, which is most people. Where this gets complicated is that freaks Facebook out, right? So they shut off the feature. Well, the Republicans never built an app to do that. So the data's out there. You can't take it back, right? So the Democrats have this information. So when they look at a voter file and someone comes to them, they can immediately be like, oh, here are all the other people that they know, and here are people that they can help us persuade because they're really good friends with this person. The Republicans do not have that information and will not get that information, right? Now, I'm a Democrat, so maybe I could argue that's a great thing. But really, it's not in the overall process, right? That wasn't thought all the way through, and now there's a disadvantage of information that to me seems unfair. But I'm not Facebook, so this is the realities.
Yeah. Now I'm Facebook. You see, she used to work for the Obama administration, and now she works for Facebook. If indeed Facebook provided all of this data, if Facebook actually had, which news reports indicate is true, that Facebook actually had people at Obama campaign headquarters in Chicago helping them do this, that's what you call under election law an in-kind contribution. It's the equivalent of a local candidate for dog catcher who has a friend that's a printer, and the printer says, hey, I'll print the flyers for you and just give them to you. That's an in-kind contribution. The problem is, at the federal level, in-kind contributions have to be accounted for, and there are limits on them. So what did they do back in 2012? Well, let's go to the campaign manager, Jim Messina, see what he says.
We built this thing called targeted sharing that took a year and way too much money, but it allowed us to use Facebook to persuade people. We spent $1 billion to figure out a simple truth. What your friends and family and neighbors say is more important to your consumer decisions and your political decisions than anything else, because you're getting so much data thrown at you, because you're getting hundreds of millions of dollars of negative ads. So the final 6 days of the campaign, 6 million people logged on to Facebook through BarackObama.com, and they saw a 20-second Michelle Obama video, because everyone loves Michelle Obama. And at the end of the 20 seconds, we had matched our data with their data, and we gave them 5 of their best friends who were undecided voters and said, click here to send them a video, click here to send them information. Of those people, 78% of them voted for Barack Obama. We became the first presidential campaign since Richard Nixon to get a majority of the undecideds at the end.
Got it? What Maxine is railing about is exactly what Obama did in 2008 and 2012. Not so much in 08 because it was still somewhat in its infancy, but in 2012 they had mastered it. So why is there all of this hullabaloo, Maxine, about the big database that both parties have? Both parties are mining this data. Everybody's mining this data. Hell's bells, my radio station's mining the data. Maxine, take your meds.
Ankmar Garage Doors at ankmar.com. Everything doors since 1956.
Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
California is suing the Commerce Department over a decision to add a citizenship question to the census. What are they so afraid of? Let's talk about it Wednesday morning at 8:06 here on 630 K-How.
Is your garage door making weird noises? This is Dave Logan. If you're having issues with your garage door, call Don's Garage Doors, the only garage door company I personally endorse. I've used Don's Garage Doors in my home, and folks, you should too. Your garage is the entrance to your home, and you want somebody you can trust. Next time you need a garage door repair or replacement, call Don's Garage Doors at 303-738-DOOR. That's 303-738-3667, or online at donsgaragedoors.com.
Denver's talk station, online at khow.com.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 31. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a chance for a late day shower, a high of 54. Mostly sunny for Thursday, a high of 53 degrees.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
This is your station for the 16K a day giveaway. Coming up at 5 after the hour on KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station.
A break with the state. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. A large county in California says it will not support sanctuary status.
Orange County supervisors in closed session away from microphones and cameras voted unanimously to join the government's suit against California's sanctuary law. 1 week earlier, one of the county's towns, Los Alamitos, also went against the state. Orange County's ultimate decision became evident once its sheriff's department started publishing release dates of jail inmates who may be in the country illegally. The state law to limit police cooperation with federal authorities was signed into law last year. Supporters of sanctuary status say it allows immigrants to act as responsible citizens without fear of deportation.
Fox's Gernal Scott. Beijing has confirmed North Korean leader Kim Jong-un visited China, his first foreign trip since taking power. New York, California, and several other states suing over the decision to add a question about citizenship to the next U.S. Census.
By including a citizenship question, which will diminish response rates, the census will not be able to fulfill its constitutional duty to count everyone.
California Attorney General Javier Becerra, the Commerce Department saying it was done at the request of the Department of Justice. The first court appearance for the man suspected of sending suspicious packages to military installations near Washington, D.C.
The FBI arrested 43-year-old Than Kong Phon late last night at his home in Everett, Washington. The FBI believes Phon was working alone when he sent more than a dozen packages to 5 locations in the Washington, D.C. area. CIA headquarters, Fort Belvoir in Fairfax, Virginia, Bolling Air Force Base, where White House mail is handled, and where another package was discovered today. Fort McNair and the Naval Surface Warfare Center, an hour south of the nation's capital. All packages were discovered during routine screening.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News, fair and balanced.
Unexpected I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Let me ask you, does calling the company with the best client service in America, with 12 J.D. Power Awards to prove it, matter?
Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative, client-focused technology, matter? Does calling the company with 17,000 plus team members who are helping to rebuild the great cities of Detroit and Cleveland matter? Of course it matters. No wonder our clients have made Quicken Loans America's #1 online lender. If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
KHOW News Time, 6:03. I'm Kathy Walker. The Destiny Outreach Church in Thornton vows to hold Good Friday and Easter services after vandals ransacked the church on Monday night. Renee Coventry tells CBS 4 the vandals caused thousands of dollars of damage.
Words can't describe how heartbreaking this is.
A church pastor responded to an alarm and saw 3 teenage boys running away. Inside, a piano and other musical instruments were damaged. The vandals also damaged furniture and appliances. Windows were smashed. Plates from the kitchen were broken. Volunteers and local businesses are vowing to help that church in Thornton. Rockies ace John Gray will start the first game of the regular season when the Rockies play the Diamondbacks in Arizona on Thursday night. Tyler Anderson will start Friday's game. German Marquez will pitch the third game of the road series. In other Rockies news, first baseman Ryan McMahon, who had a great spring, has made the team as well. DIA has been tabbed the country's 5th busiest airport. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by Wendy's.
Slowdowns continue along the highways. The Boulder Turnpike looking a lot better. That accident westbound 36 up near Wadsworth, crash is gone. So are most of the backup. Speeds picking up there. Should have no trouble from Denver on out to Boulder. Eastbound 36 Vic Rider at Federal. I-25 still bunched up en route to the Tech Center. Some crowding downtown. And northbound I-25 as you head up toward 84th Avenue. Slowdowns continue on that 270 drive both directions. Watch for an accident. Eastbound I-Lift at Dayton. Denver's forecast. Clear skies overnight, low of 31. Partly cloudy, breezy tomorrow with a high near 54. Chance for afternoon rains, some evening snow showers. Right now, 42. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Wendy's 4x4 is better than ever. Now you have 8 different sandwich options, along with nuggets, a small fry, and a small drink, all for just $4. Pick from favorites like the Double Stack, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, Spicy Chicken Go Wrap, and many more at participating Wendy's for a limited time only.
Your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the keyword MONEY to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's MONEY to 200-200.
Hey, Mikey.
It's Michael Brown.
You can try to find Michael Brown. Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
This is the Michael Brown Show.
Hold on tight to your dream. Yeah. Hold on tight to your dream.
Okay, I didn't know who this guy was, but apparently Drew knows him. Rapper Killer Mike. One of your favorite rappers, right?
Not favorites, but I'm a fan.
What did I tell you? I guess it was yesterday you and I talked off air about this guy.
It was, yeah.
So I on Saturday or Sunday, I find this interview that he's doing with NRA TV. I think it was NRA TV. And all I see is something about rapper Killer Mike talks about guns.
Mm-hmm.
And I confess to you that I made some horrible stereotype conclusions.
You did confess this, yeah.
I not gonna hide it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big bearded black guy. What do you think he weighs? 300 pounds?
Oh, he's probably pushing 320, 330.
Oh, even big. So
yeah.
I was being conservative.
Yeah, you were being a little nice. He's a big dude.
All right, big dude. And I didn't hear the video. I just saw some headline about him talking about guns. And I thought, I mean, his name's Rapper Killer Mike, right?
Well, his name's not Rapper Killer Mike. It's just Killer Mike, but he's a rapper.
Okay. Killer Mike, comma, rapper.
There you go.
Does that make you happy?
Rapper/actor.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Well, he's an actor.
I
he's
don't
an
know.
actor, too.
I don't know.
Singer-songwriter.
Yeah, right.
Singer-songwriter.
Model / actor /
Yeah, exactly.
Instagram model.
So I click on play. And suddenly, I am sucked in. I'm totally sucked in by this guy. Now, I'm not going to buy his music. Just full disclosure here.
Okay.
But, and as I recall, we didn't have to clean this up, did we?
We did not. Now, I believe there was one part in it where whoever made the video had cleaned it up in there.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't go through and clean it up, which now I'm kind of.
It was kind of like Roseanne, because like earlier Roseanne dropped an F-bomb on the Kimmel show, but Kimmel obviously can't do that on FCC regulated TV, so they'd already bleeped it out.
Right.
So you think it was something similar to that.
Correct.
But it wasn't like it was laden with these F-bombs or anything.
There was a heck of a lot more expletives in Roseanne on Kimmel than
there
Killer
is
Mike
in this.
was in this. Yeah, by far.
And then I come, well, you'll soon hear, because I'm going to let the whole thing run. He's actually kind of a family guy.
You seem surprised by that.
I don't relate, I don't necessarily relate all rappers to being family guys. I mean, I guess I'm still kind of hung up on, what was the movie, Compton or...
Straight Outta Compton?
Straight Outta Compton.
You watched that?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you enjoy it?
I was interested in it.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh man, give me some popcorn and some more Diet Coke. This is great. No, but I was fascinated by it.
All right. What was so fascinating to you?
It's a culture that I'm not familiar with.
Right.
It's a culture that I don't really have any interest in.
Okay,
it's a culture that I don't. I when rap music first kind of came out, I didn't like it then.
Fair. Okay.
And it's not. It's like, to me, it's like beer. I've never liked beer. Not going to drink it.
Okay.
I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried it. Although I have to admit, I've never really tried rap like I've tried beer. But no.
Oh, we can change that.
No,
come hang out with me for about an hour before the show. We'll change that.
Nope. That's why I won't let Lori Lim bring in. Well, I guess she can bring in a brewer for, Let's Eat. But I'll just sit over here and it all smells the same to me.
All right.
All right. So Killer Rap, rapper Killer Mike on gun control.
I told my kids on the school walkout, I love you. If you walk out that school, walk out my house.
I'm laughing, but it's so serious.
That's simple. We are a gun-owning family. Yeah. We are a family where my sister farms. We're a family where we'll fish, we'll hunt, but we are not a family that jumps on every single thing an ally of ours does, because some stuff we just don't agree with.
Here we are. We have a march that's going on next week, and our biggest celebrities are donating millions to a march. Yeah. While our inner city schools over here are in deplorable conditions. We're donating $3 million to a march about gun control. Yeah. But yet we have communities over here that are in economic downturn. Like, it's ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Celebrities often don't know what to do. They're told what to do. I had a celebrity that's very famous, like sold well over 20, 30 million records, called me and said, hey, Mike, what you doing right now? I said, I ain't doing nothing. He said, could I call you? I was like, what's up? He called me. He was at a radio station. They were pressuring him to do a anti-gun thing. And I could tell he wasn't comfortable with it. And he said, would you mind explaining them and why you? And I said, very simply. I said, I'm African American, 54 years out of apartheid. I'm very pro Second Amendment. This is why. And before you say, well, what about the children? My daughter goes to Savannah State University. There was also a shooting on that campus. Talked to my wife and daughter after that. The decision was, we're going to go to Savannah. She's going to get a gun and train more. And after that, they say, Mike, we never heard that perspective. We surely respect and understand it. And they stopped pressuring him to do something he didn't want to do. And that ain't just guns. When, as a celebrity, they ask me, hey, will you do this anti-bullying drop for radio? Absolutely not. Why? Because your child needs to get punched in the face so he can learn to punch someone back. And that isn't saying that it's right to be punched in the face. That's saying as sure as you're an adult, something or someone's going to punch you in your face. And you have to develop the aptitude and the fortitude to fight back. And that's just not in the physical. Yeah. We are raising a generation of kids where everyone gets a trophy. But in real life, everyone don't get a trophy.
No.
You know, in real life, the cops don't come on time. You know, in real life, depending on where you live, you're not going to have the time to try to logic your way out of something, right? But there was something dead on that the woman who's the NRA spokesman said, and everyone just kind of lost it. What's her name?
Dana.
Dana said something. I don't agree with everything Dana says, but Dana says that the tears of white mothers are like ratings, and that's so true. And it was so sad to hear her acknowledge it. Yeah. But it's true, and black people know it's true because black people say it in conversations in coffee houses to themselves.
There's a lot of people who think they woke out here will realize very quickly they ain't so woke.
You not woke. You not woke. Nah. Wakanda, everybody had guns and spears and everything else you needed. Yeah, like you can't continue to be the lackey.
Yeah.
Like, people are accusing you of being a lackey of the NRA. Well, you're a lackey of the progressive movement.
Boom. He just laid down some truth. And you know what else I like about him?
What's that?
I like his southern accent.
Mm-hmm. I think he's from Georgia.
Yeah, Savannah. His
Yeah.
daughter goes to school in Savannah or something, I think. Yeah, I could listen to this guy all day long. So what is it? Does the southern drawl come out in the music?
A little bit. Well, I know back in the day he did some stuff with Outkast, who's famously from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell a little bit in the music. He's with a group now called Run the Jewels.
All right.
That's my knowledge to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Come in here during the break. I'll play some Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
What does that mean?
I have no
I'm
idea.
Scared to ask. Like, jewels can have different connotations.
It could. I think it has something to do with robbery, maybe. I don't know. I listened to a little bit of their music.
Oh, that's right, because we talked about when we were going to do this last week, you couldn't play any of his music because there's so many bleeps that you just wouldn't have anything to listen to.
Yeah, it wouldn't have the same effect.
We just have beep, beep, beep the whole time.
Pretty much.
Wow.
That was fascinating, though, the whole thing.
I found it absolutely fascinating. And I don't think there was anything in there that I disagree with.
No.
Yeah, that's all I got. Good night, everybody.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Late accident, the drive up on the Volta Turnpike eastbound. 36 approaching Sheridan. It's a two-car crash. Running heavy there from 104th on over to Sheridan. Could take you upwards of 10 minutes to get through there. An accident westbound. 36 at Wadsworth. That's gone. Westbound direction looks good. In fact, the rest of the highways are trouble-free. Opening up nicely. I-70 drive looking better. C470. Still some crowding on that stretch. I-25 out of the Tech Center, heading up toward 84th Avenue. Watch for an accident. Iliff and Dayton. Denver's forecast overnight, clear skies. Low 31. Partly cloudy tomorrow. Chance for some afternoon rain, evening snow. Temps in the mid-50s. Right now it's 42. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Hey, it's Michael Brown from Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. You know, I've known Mike Ward and his family for decades. When I leased a new car, it was Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. Go see Mike Ward at C470 in Lucin, and remember, just drive it.
If you've saved a lot for retirement, you feel pretty good. But without some advanced, comprehensive planning, taxes could be your biggest expense in retirement. This is Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard every Saturday here on 630 KHOW. As a comprehensive retirement planner and with my background as a CPA, having practiced in taxes for more than 20 years here in Colorado, I'm always keeping an eye on taxes when we put together your retirement plan. There may be ways to save significant amounts on taxes if you know what you're doing. Why pay more than your fair share in taxes during retirement if you don't have to? Call me, Linda Gardner, to schedule your complimentary, no-obligation retirement planning strategy session. Don't let taxes derail your retirement. You can call right now, 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604, or reach out online at yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Get a licensed plumber or HVAC tech in your home for just $39. A safe, complete, and predictable way to find out what's wrong. Just $39 by Fix It 24/7. If you have them do any of the needed repairs, that diagnostic fee is waived with upfront pricing before work begins. And you won't find anyone doing as much work for a lower price anywhere. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939.
Hi, this is Dave Logan for Dr. Fix-It, the only plumbing company that I personally endorse. I love this company because they're locally owned and operated and have been since 1979. In addition, they're A-plus members of the BBB and top rated with Google, Yelp, and Yahoo. Dr. Fix-It can handle just about any plumbing issue you have. But if you call today, they'll get you $300 off a new water heater. Call Dr. Fix-It today at 303-933-1550 or go to calldrfixit.com. Hi, this is Dave Logan. As a business owner, I know how hard it is to connect with your valued customers that are looking for help. But on Team Dave Logan, the process isn't just about Google search results and online reviews. On our team, you connect with front-range residents who know you're on a roster of quality, honest companies. Do you have what it takes to become a trusted company? Call us today at 303-331-3000. That number again, 303-331-3000 for Team Dave Logan.
Hey, Michael Brown here. You know, with the free iHeartRadio app, you can just type in the name of your favorite show, like The Michael Brown Show, and get a station full of all of the biggest hits and similar artists picked just for you. You can listen to songs that are handpicked by real people, fellow music fans, but why would you do that when you can listen to The Michael Brown Show right here on 630 KHAL? As you thumb songs up or down, well, they'll personalize the station to fit you better. It's that easy. Type in the name of the artist, but just type in Michael Brown, and download the iHeartRadio app today.
Who else wants to discover how to invest in cash-flowing apartments without dealing with a single tenant? Join us for a fast start, 2-hour free training event and discover a proven system created by a landscaper who went from mowing lawns to controlling over 8,000 units. You'll discover how to safely invest in apartments using little or none of your own money. How to create a monthly passive income stream that'll allow you to retire in as little as 3 to 5 years. RE Mentor, the experts in apartment investing education for over 15 years, will be in the Denver area sharing this unique system. Be one of the first 30 callers now to get your seat at this class free. Call 888-907-2588. Investing in apartments requires little money down and low risk if trained properly. Learn the secrets from the experts at RE Mentor in just 2 hours. Call 888-907-2588. And become one of the first 30 callers at 888-907-2588. You have nothing to lose and a legacy to gain. So call 888-907-2588.
At CVS Pharmacy at Target, we put a little extra heart into everything we do. Like actively looking to save you money. Generics, 90-day refills, even rewards. Get a $5 Target coupon for every 10 prescriptions. On your next Target run, stop by CVS Pharmacy. We're the place with the big heart. Not valid on all prescriptions, including those purchased in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. Other restrictions apply. See cvs.com/extracare-target or the pharmacy for details. CVS Pharmacy at Target. Health is everything.
Napa know-how.
Right now, Mobile One Full Synthetic Motor Oil is just $5.99 a quart. Its advanced formula provides maximum sludge protection, defending your engine like a catcher defends home plate. So tell sludge to go kick rocks and get top-notch engine protection with Mobile One Full Synthetic, just $5.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer expires 3/31/18. Tom Martino, the troubleshooter. Tomorrow morning at 10.
Consumer problems, questions, and complaints. We'll battle them for you. Give me a call coming up tomorrow at 10.
Troubleshooter Tom Martino on 630 KHAL.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting, not clashing, not at all. But see, my went to do a little acting. Now that's for anyone asking. Give me one and pass them.
See, I just can't. I don't know.
I saw you in there bobbing your head a little bit. And if you're on YouTube, you can see it as well.
Now you're going to make fun of my disability.
Uh-huh.
I have a twitch, and now you're going to make fun of that.
Yeah, that's totally what it was. It was more of an up and down thing. I saw it.
Uh-huh. You know, I really could do like the whole rap thing, couldn't I?
See, it's kind of a fun song.
Okay, now I've got bad news. Cousin Pete just sent this. Killer Mike apologizes for NRA interview. Quote, an interview I did was used as a weapon against you, close quote. Can we not have any nice things? Rapper Killer Mike issued an apology on Sunday for an interview he was featured in with NRA TV and claimed it had been taken out of context to disparage the March for Our Lives that occurred over the weekend, a movement he says he does in fact support. Mike faced scrutiny for comments he made in a video published over the weekend by NRA TV. He apologized on Sunday in 2 videos on Twitter and said that the comments were not used correctly and that he does support the March for Our Lives movement. I sat with people I might not always agree with. I did an interview about black gun ownership in this era. That interview was used a week later by NRA TV to disparage a very noble campaign. Let's just stop right now. I don't think I listened to the whole thing, and it wasn't to disparage a very noble campaign. All right, it was used to point out that there are some people, particularly in the black community, that support gun ownership, which he actually goes on to say. I want to say first, I'm sorry, guys, I do support the march, and I support black people owning guns. It's possible to do both. I disagree with him there. If you listen to what those, and not just the twerps, but if you listen to what the adults and the twerps say, they want to take away your guns. There's no way around it. The Washington Examiner story continues, him saying, quote, first, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that an interview I did about a minority, black people in this country, and gun rights was used as a weapon against you guys. It wasn't used as a weapon. That was unfair to you, and it was wrong, and it disparaged some very noble work you're doing. I don't think the work they're doing is noble. I don't think trying to take away my ability to defend my family the way I choose to defend my family is a noble cause. I think it's a wrong-headed, Marxist, if not outright communist idea. And the people that are pushing it are, in Lenin's words, useful idiots. They are truly useful idiots. It doesn't take away anything about what Mike said in that video, because what he said in that video remains the truth. Points like, the cops won't be there on time. That's not anything bad against cops. Cops can't be there. Cops don't have to be there. There's no constitutional obligation for the cops to protect you. We are a gun-owning family. We are a family where my sister farms. We are a family where we'll fish and hunt. But we are not a family that jumps on every single thing that an ally of ours does because some stuff we just don't agree with. So now I've got to ask, did you mean that when you said it? Or now are you taking that back? This is the American culture in 2018. This is why the next story that I had planned to do in this segment that I didn't get to because Cousin Pete screwed me up in my timing, because he sent me, and I appreciate it, the fact that Cousin Mike, the rapper Mike, Killer Mike, who the hell is he? Hey, there's too damn many Mikes around here.
It's Killer Mike.
Killer Mike Killer Mike, comma, rapper / actor.
Yeah, and also activist apparently too.
And activist.
Mm-hmm.
So Killer Mike, comma, rapper / actor / activist. Here's why when I talk about the cultural Marxism the fascism that is overtaking the country? How many of you use Microsoft products? I did a Skype interview today with somebody from the Weekly Standard. Skype. It's owned by Microsoft. I'm sitting here with Microsoft products all around me. My company uses Microsoft Office. Microsoft is cracking down. What do you think they're cracking down on? They're cracking down on what people say while using their services online. According to a new terms of service agreement written by the company, the tech giant is planning to ban accounts that use, quote, offensive language, close quote. And Microsoft has announced that they will go through your private data in order to investigate users. So I guess what maybe I talked about with Jonathan Last today from the Weekly Standard, that is going to be scrubbed by Microsoft to see whether or not it is offensive. Apparently this is a March 1st announcement. Yeah, you can check today's date. Microsoft is warning customers that use Office, Xbox, Skype, and all of its other products that the company is prohibiting offensive language and inappropriate content starting on May 1. Don't publicly display or use the services to share inappropriate content or material, parentheses, involving, for example, nudity, all right, I can buy that. Bestiality, all right, I can buy that. Pornography, okay, that's fine. Offensive language, unacceptable. Graphic violence, okay, I can buy that. Or criminal activity. They warn in a portion of their new code of conduct. They added that the company plans on investigating users who are accused of violating the new policy and will block content from being sent to other people. When investigating alleged violations of these terms, Microsoft reserves the right to review your content. Does that mean your emails under Outlook? Does it? And what's offensive to me may not be offensive to you, vice versa. Cultural Marxism.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Couple of day problems affecting the drive. Boulder Turnpike, it's an accident eastbound 36 approaching Sheridan. Running stop and go from Church Ranch to Sheridan. Westbound 36 looks great. No major delays from Denver on out to Boulder. Heading out to Aurora, something's going on. Possible construction. Eastbound I-70 out near Peoria. Blocking a lane there, running heavy from Central Park. Off the highways and accidents, eastbound I-left at Dayton. Know your route ahead of time with Total Traffic app powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast, clear skies overnight, low 31. Partly cloudy, breezy tomorrow. Some afternoon rain showers, high near 54. Right now, 42. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
You know, I'm a recovering lawyer, so I can speak with authority here. You know, I hope the day never comes that me or my wife are ever in a serious car accident and need a personal injury attorney. But should that day come, my expert, the guy that I would call, is John Fuller at Fuller Law. Now, John doesn't have a bunch of stupid nicknames, or 100 associates fresh out of law school. John Fuller works personally with every single one of his clients. Now, if you've had a recent accident, there's a good chance the insurance company has admitted fault or probably has even tried to make you an offer. That doesn't mean the offer is good or that they won't try to take advantage of you down the road. There's just too much at risk. If you need a personal injury attorney, you need John Fuller at Fuller Law. Call John right now at 303-597-4500 and just have a conversation. John's my expert, and it doesn't cost you a dime to talk about your case. So call John at 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500, or go online, PersonalInjuryCO.com. PersonalInjuryCO.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head, and just over $30,000. That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask like 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. Optima Tax Relief. They're the best in the business.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
Optima Tax Relief.
Is your garage door making weird noises? This is Dave Logan. If you're having issues with your garage door, call Don's Garage Doors, the only garage door company I personally endorse. I've used Don's Garage Doors in my home, and folks, you should too. Your garage is the entrance to your home, and you want somebody you can trust. Next time you need a garage door repair or replacement, call Don's Garage Doors at 303-738-DOOR. That's 303-738-3667, or online at donsgaragedoors.com.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
As a marketer, you want to reach everyone, adults, teens, millennials, but it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? You want to get to iHeartMedia.com and get AM/FM working for you.
Special savings on furnaces now from Plumline Services. Save more than $2,000. That's a huge discount from Plumline, which includes utility company rebates, $500 in free accessories, and not to mention 0% financing for 12 months and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Plumline Services. Call today. This is a limited time offer. 303-562-0439. That's 303-562-0439.
I grew up in a military family, and that's why it's important to me to remind veterans that it's time to take advantage of the VA benefits that you deserve. This is Ross Kaminsky, and I thank you, and American Financing thanks you for your service and want to see that you receive the greatest savings when it comes to owning a home on the land you once defended. When using your VA benefits, there's no down payment and no mortgage interest required, and you'll receive some of the lowest rates in the industry. If you're already in a mortgage, it's no problem. You can refinance any existing mortgage into a VA loan while receiving access to 100% of your home's value. That's greater than any other loan program can offer, and even though it's called a VA loan, it's available to active duty military and spouses as well, so you don't have to wait to take advantage of such incredible savings. A salary-based mortgage consultant will listen to your financial goals and customize a loan program to fit your needs. Just call 303-695-7000, 303-695-7000, or AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Somebody
You know, I was just telling Drew a story that I can't tell you. But the day will come, I think, because this is going to end up either one way or the other.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So what happened is I got contacted by somebody today that I can't talk about. But the person that contacted me today, if I mention his name, everybody would go, "Holy cow, really?"
Uh-huh.
And then they'd be like, "Whoa, nut job," right?
Yes.
But I'm sitting here looking at, and I told the guy, because I don't know why I get myself into these things because I know that sometimes people get screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just kind of know how that bus works when it runs over you.
You've been on that train.
I've been on that train, and it's not very fun. And so when someone reaches out to me, I mean, and says, "Hey, can you just look at this and tell me if I'm nuts or not?"
Which your first thought's always, yeah, you're a little nuts, but then you look a little deeper.
I've been reading documents during breaks.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say reading, because I'll go home tonight and tomorrow I'll actually read through them.
You're skimming through
I'm skimming through them, and I'm like, holy crap.
Either way, this is going to end up fascinating.
It's fascinating now.
Well, yeah. But either way, it's going to get good one way or the other once you can finally...
Right. It's going to be good either because it'll be something that we can all kind of laugh about.
Right.
Maybe, although I'm not sure I really want to laugh about it.
No, but
it'll be a fascinating story to tell.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I may actually be able to do somebody some really good.
Which would also be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I reach out to my buddies that work inside the Beltway and say, "Hey, on behalf of so-and-so, could you help me get something done?" They're going to go, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm going to have some explaining to do.
Yes, you are. Oh, this is going to be fun.
And you are sworn to secrecy, Bucko.
Without question. Of course I am.
Listen.
I'm going to forget in 10 minutes.
No, you're right. You don't eat what you had for dinner last night.
Exactly.
No, what I'll do is I'll go to Lori Lynn's desk. I'll just get some booze. I'll fill you full of booze before you leave here. You won't know.
You don't even have to go that
far.
far.
Giving you some sort of dope. Just like going there and just the syringe just pop you in the arm with something.
Exactly. No, trust me. I'm good at keeping secrets. We're good.
I appreciate that. It just dawned on me. I mean, I have no reason to not trust you.
Right.
I have no reason to trust you.
Well, that's fair. Now, the other thing you got to worry about is the people on the YouTube. If you got any lip readers, they might know what's going on now.
I didn't say the name.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, during the break.
Yeah, you did.
But aren't we down during the break?
No. Well, the volume is down.
Oh.
But the picture's still up.
I got to get over to the YouTubes real quick. See if there's anything in the chat room. You can't.
Now you're going to be the guy hanging around on the chat room all night waiting to see what you can find.
I'll be here all night long. Guess who is on the YouTube's chat room tonight?
Who's that?
Angie the producer.
Angie is on, yeah.
Angie the producer.
She's alive.
Yeah. Huh.
It's exciting.
It's funny. The sad part is I paid those guys so much money to get rid of her.
I know.
I mean, we paid for the cement blocks. It was in the East River. I mean, come on.
I wanted to try and beg her to hurry up and come back because, well, for obvious reasons.
Because you're sick of this gig, I know.
No, not the gig. The person running the gig.
There's a school in Pennsylvania that...
In the name of school safety, a Pennsylvania school district superintendent has armed students with rocks.
Every classroom has been equipped with a 5-gallon bucket full of Riverstone. If an armed intruder attempts to gain entrance to any of our classrooms, they will face a classroom full of students armed with rocks, and they will be stoned.
Dr. David Helsel of Blue Mountain School District elaborated on his plan, receiving mixed reviews from residents.
At one time, I just had the idea of Riverstone. They're the right size for hands. You can throw them very hard, and they will create or cause pain, which can distract.
It matters because it'll help us protect against the school and stuff. I mean, anything helps. Rocks are better than books and pencils.
Helsel said teachers, staff, and students have received active shooter training, and one employee is trained as a security guard. According to KMOV, the district has no plan to arm teachers with guns.
Since this story broke a couple of days ago or 24 hours ago, whatever it was, the school has announced they're going to hire school resource officers or cops or something. I don't know what they're doing. But irrespective of what the school is now doing, it's still a dumbass idea. Unless you're a starting pitcher or you're like really, really good, like baseball's been very, very good to you. Do you think anybody gets that reference? You don't get that reference, do you?
I get it.
Do you? What is it?
That it's been really, really good to you?
Baseball's been very, very good to me.
Oh, that would be Sammy Sosa. Come on.
Okay, but you don't get the cultural reference. Saturday Night Live.
Oh, no, that I don't get.
Garrett Morris, the black character on the original cast, used to do a skit, baseball's been very, very good to me.
I had no idea who that is.
And that's why yours is a sad, sad, sad person.
I'm also way younger than you.
You know when the original Saturday Night Live was?
1967.
Say early 70s.
Yeah. Didn't they just have like their 40th or 50th anniversary?
I don't know when it was.
I think it was within like the last year or two.
I listened to a song going home last night, and I calculated how old the song was. Do you know how old the song was?
I'm going to guess 50 years.
48.
Wow.
48 frickin' years old.
And you remembered specific details about that song that you could relate from 48 years prior when you heard it, couldn't you? Yes, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Don't give me that look like you big jerk.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was a very, very good song. Back where, the guy, the rocks at the school. I refused Garrett Morris. Garrett Morris was one of the funniest guys on there. Remember when Garrett Morris also used to do when Chevy Chase would do the weekend news update.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Morris would do news for the hearing impaired, and it would be like this. And now the news for the hearing impaired, as opposed to the sign language. I mean, I know it's lost in translation, but it was funny. It was funny.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Late accident in the drive on the Boulder Turnpike, eastbound 36 approaching Sheridan. 2-car accident jammed up there from 104th on over to Sheridan. Additional 5 minutes for you. Once you get past Sheridan, speeds open up nicely. That's really it for any big problems. Had a problem on eastbound 70 out near Peoria. Looks like that is wrapped up. Speeds are picking up through there. 270 drive looking a lot better, as well as that stretch on I-25 downtown at the Tech Center. Watch for an accident wrapping up Iliff and Dayton. Denver's forecast, clear skies overnight, low of 31. Partly cloudy, little breezy tomorrow with a high near 54. Right now, 42 degrees. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
Staples knows running out of ink is no way to do business. Help keep your business working and your print is printing. Go to Staples for a huge selection of ink and toner and find your ink in stock every time and at a low price every day so you can meet every deadline. Staples, it's pro time.
Michael Brown here for a great opportunity to reduce your reliance on energy companies. I want you to get to know Zoetic NRG. You know, a few years ago, I would not have endorsed a solar company, but today, Zoetic NRG has changed the business model. They've introduced a plan that includes a no money down option and converts what was once a liability into an asset. Like me, you may have had preconceived notions about solar energy. So let's dispel those. Today's solar panels and today's solar business is not what it used to be, which is why I endorse Zoetic NRG. One of my listeners recently bought a Zoetic NRG system and wrote to tell me just how happy they were with this solar project. Plus, when they put solar panels on your roof, they're going to insulate your attic and put in a smart home thermostat for free, saving you even more money. Call Zoetic NRG today at 888-637-4447. That's 888-637-4447 for a free quote. And when you call them, tell them Michael Brown sent you.
Who else wants to discover how to invest in cash-flowing apartments without dealing with a single tenant? Join us for a fast start 2-hour free training event and discover a proven system created by a landscaper who went from mowing lawns to controlling over 8,000 units. You'll discover how to safely invest in apartments using little or none of your own money. How to create a monthly passive income stream that'll allow you to retire in as little as 3 to 5 years. RE Mentor, the experts in apartment investing education for over 15 years, will be in the Denver area sharing this unique system. Be one of the first 30 callers now to get your seat at this class free. Call 888-907-2588. Investing in apartments requires little money down and low risk if trained properly. Learn the secrets from the experts at RE Mentor in just 2 hours. Call 888-907-2588 and become one of the first 30 callers at 888-907-2588. You have nothing to lose and a legacy to gain. So call 888-907-2588.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Okay, you've decided you want to replace those old drafty, nasty windows. What do you look for in a window company? I look for Heritage, a company that's been around a long time to stand behind their products, like K&H Home Solutions. In business more than 60 years. I look for stability, someone at the helm to take responsibility, like owner Ted Rowland, who I've known for more than 25 years. I look for great value, superior products at fair prices, and with K&H, you get discounts of 25% or more. I look for energy efficiency and beauty. In other words, I look to K&H Home Solutions, the first window company on my referral list at referralist.com. They did windows for me, and I've used them time and time again. You should too. Call now for special pricing. Windows, siding, doors, and more. 303-421-7100 or online at khwindows.com. That's khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
Retirement can last 20, 30, or more years. No wonder the #1 retirement fear is running out of money. So, how do you feel? Are you confident your retirement savings will last throughout your retirement years? This is Linda Gardner with Blue Heron Capital, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard every Saturday right here on 630 KHOW. We can help you create a retirement income strategy that you won't outlive, a strategy to show you what you can spend with confidence, maintain your lifestyle, and follow your retirement dreams. You worked hard and saved for your retirement. Now it's time to make sure you have income to last your lifetime. Call today for your complimentary, no-obligation visit and see how to get started with your own retirement income strategy, an income you won't outlive. Call right now, 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Tax time means you might be getting a refund. But why not get a little more? It's the 16K a day giveaway. Listen for your shot at $1,000 every hour at 5 after the hour. Weekdays, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. on 630 KHOW. Brought to you by The Hall Company. If you want a brand new custom home, you need The Hall Company. Whether you want a 1,500 square foot home or 15,000 square feet, The Hall Company will help you buy the land, design the home, and build it. Visit them at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz.
Half a mile from the county fair, and the rain came pouring down. Me and Billy standing there with a silver half-a-crown. Hands are full of a fishing rod and the tackle on our backs. We just stood there getting wet with our backs against the fence. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Hope it don't rain all day.
Let's do some taxpayer relief shots. Nothing goes with Van Morrison like taxpayer relief shots, right? West Valley, Utah
New at 5, 2 men are hospitalized after an argument at a gas station escalates into a stabbing and a shooting last night in West Valley City.
Why don't people just walk away? I don't get it. I mean, the likelihood of one or both of you being armed this is why when you think about the Wild West, everybody carrying a revolver on their hips meant that everybody was careful about what they said and did.
This happened at the Holiday Station located at 3500 South, 4400 West around 11 p.m. According to West Valley City Police, one customer stabbed the other in the neck while he was selecting a movie from a Redbox kiosk. The victim then got his gun from his car and wounded the attacker as he was running away. Police found the shooter there and searched the area with canines to locate the man with the knife nearby. Both men were taken to the hospital, and West Valley City Police are trying to figure out what provoked the stabbing.
There's no relation. They didn't know each other. We're still not exactly sure. There wasn't really any altercation to provoke this, but apparently the guy that bought the alcohol came out and stabbed the dude, felt for some reason that he needed to do that.
Both men will be okay after getting treated and released. The stabbing suspect is being charged with aggravated assault and possession of a deadly weapon by a restricted person.
A restricted person. By the way, speaking of Redbox, if you're the dirtbag that somehow faked my credit card number and used it to, somebody used I get a fraud alert Friday during the show from Chase. Somebody was using my credit card at Redboxes. $400 worth.
What?
Who goes to Redbox?
Seriously. Yeah, you can stream Redbox online now.
Who knew that?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. Hang on. Here we go.
One person
I guess I
shot.
should tell you, this is Lenoir County, North Carolina.
One person was shot and another stabbed, and now deputies are trying to piece together what happened.
Stacia Strong is live now from Lenoir County with the latest. Stacia?
Dave and Lynette, it was near this home on Sunny Lane that law enforcement agencies were searching for a man they say stabbed another person who then returned fire, hitting the suspect. Now, deputies have not released the identities of those involved in the incident today, but family members that I spoke with earlier tell me the victim is 59-year-old Phil Tripp, and the suspect is 64-year-old George Holland. Deputies were called to the home on Sunny Lane just after 1 p.m. for a reported stabbing, and when they arrived, they found a victim but did not immediately find the suspect. Multiple law enforcement agencies took part in a 90-minute search for Holland, who was taken into custody and then to a local hospital for treatment of his injuries. Family members of Holland tell me they're shocked by what has happened.
Never known him to get mad, never known him really to show his butt at anything.
I love this old guy. I love it when they find the old people. They go into the neighborhood, there's been a shooting, there's been a stabbing, and they find the oldest old fart they can find. And they ask, what'd you see? What'd you hear? Huh? What'd you ask me, sweetheart? Because it's some news babe, right?
Never known him to get mad, never known him really to show his butt at anything.
Never knew anyone to get mad, never wanted to show his butt at anything. I've never heard that phrase, never anyone to show his butt at anything.
No, neither have I.
Never wanted to show his butt at anything. That's my new favorite phrase right there. I'm just going to be one of those guys who's never been known to show his butt at anything, which I kind of think in this day and age is probably the safe thing to do.
Never known him to get mad, never known him really to show his butt at anything. But he has spells, and this is the second one he's had in the last 7-8 years.
Spells. Who uses the term spells anymore? I'm having a spell right now. Because what you can't see is that there is a custodian who is just dying to come into this studio.
He just wants to listen to the end of your show.
No, he does not. At first, I thought it was Wiper Man. I thought it was Doug. And then I realized there's no baseball games.
There's no baseball
There's no baseball game. So it's not Doug. And then the door cracks open and then shuts real quickly. And I look, and it's the custodian. Come
You're
on,
kind of
guys.
a big deal. He just wanted to hear the show. Come on,
Of
a big deal. He just wanted to hear the show. Come on.
Oh, you whatever. Stone County, Arkansas. A home invasion suspect has been shot dead by a homeowner. A news release by the Stone County Sheriff's Office states that before the shooting happened, deputies had been called to investigate a report of an intoxicated person. They were making threatening phone calls to the homeowner and was armed with a gun. It was later learned that the intoxicated person was a Marshall resident. The popo headed to the scene. They were told that the homeowner, who was still on the phone with dispatchers, feared for his safety and the safety of his family and had fired shots at the intruder. Intruder ends up dead. How much you want to bet the 911 operator kept trying to say, "Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot"?
That's pretty much all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
Is the IRS garnishing your wages?